Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey.
So, look, we all know there's times that you need to be respectful, and sometimes you just can't help yourself. You know, we were just laughing at something off before we started, but it reminds me of my friend went to one of our friends, Crispy. He died like in 2021, alcoholic. You know, shit, it was gonna happen.
Our friends.
Yeah, no,
your friends.
Oh, one of my
you.
Yeah, one of my friend and the person that I'm referring to. This is why I said that. If I said our, this cool alcoholic guy. Yeah. But yeah, so my friend, so I was actually away. I was in Europe at the time, so I couldn't go to the funeral. But my friend went to the funeral, and he was trying his hardest not to laugh because, number one, open casket, and then for some reason flies kept landing on dude's face. And he was like, oh shit. And then fucking his girlfriend, you know, at the time, she does a singing rendition, and it's fucking trash. And he's so red, he puts his head down. And then somebody that's sitting next to him is trying to console him because they're thinking he's crying, and that made him.
Can you make your laughter sound like tears? I can do that, so I've never got away with that a lot.
I've seen people hysterically cry to where it sounds like they're laughing. And I
can do the other end of the spectrum. I can laugh as like I'm crying.
That's interesting. Do it right now.
I can't. Nothing that funny happened. If some funny shit happens, I'm absolutely going to do it, though.
Nothing funny happens anymore.
That's true. There is nothing funny.
There's nothing funny. Show's over. Bye, guys.
You know what I do think is funny? I think, actually, first of all, you want to say welcome?
Yeah, I was about to. Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. Hey, everybody. Patreon.com/Snark Tank. You throw us $1 over there, or, you know, I'm going to kill you. So pop on over there, snarktank.shop for all your merch needs, early access, ad-free, all that stuff. Come on already. Show's over. Bye.
Thank God for Patreon, because goddamn.
Yeah. Hey, Patreon's doing well, actually. I checked the numbers, and I'm like, you guys are listening. You're listening to the threats.
Yeah,
they're listening to the threats. So I actually appreciate
no. Even Spreaker, our other shit is doing very, very well.
Oh, yeah, because we keep doing 3 fucking plus hour podcasts.
Yeah.
They fucking love it.
We're workhorses.
Yeah,
listen,
we do it.
This proves that threats work.
Yeah.
You know?
Threats
are important.
Man. I have a serious conundrum. I want to bring up, actually.
Okay.
I've been thinking about this because I do want to have kids, and I'm probably gonna start. That's probably gonna be my next year adventure of like working on like trying to start my family.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been just thinking a lot about the idea of the interactions I'll have with kids with bullying in school, and I've realized that there's just literally no way of stopping it.
Yeah, of course.
Like actually, so I'm just trying to like figure out how the fuck do you go about that?
Because
what do you do?
You can beat the children up.
But then that ends up me in jail, and then the child doesn't have a parent.
You don't have to go to jail necessarily.
You don't have
People won't know it's you.
If I beat this kid up,
Yeah,
if I put a shiesty on and show up and beat the fuck out of this kid.
Put one of the you know what the Muslim ninja women, you know what they wear? You know what I mean?
Whoa, okay.
Put that on, because like that won't even like show off your figure, because it'll be like hanging off like a
big
dress.
Gown like this.
Yeah, and then so people think a giant ghost just beat up this kid.
Whoa, did you see that giant ghost beat up that kid, call him the N-word, and leave?
Yeah, man.
People believe crazier shit. If you actually think about it,
I would believe that if somebody told me that.
They believe crazier things, but like, no, they just believe crazier things.
They do. They do. You know what you should do? Look at you hire a homeless man and then put a crown of thorns on him. And they'll be like, Jesus kicked the shit out of this kid.
That is out of pocket.
It sounds out of pocket, but it's not even going to be traced to you at all.
The guy doesn't even look like Jesus, even slightly.
It's just a white guy with a beard.
Not even. It's just it's just a nondescript person with no Jesus-like figures at all, but he's got a crown of thorns, so it must be him.
The idea of hiring a homeless person to kill somebody for you is crazy. But I think
think
people would do that. Like, I think they would do
I'm
that.
sure many have tried.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's that at one point was not super uncommon.
Yeah, they've
It should
tried
be
a lot.
common now, I think.
It was probably very common before when homeless people weren't overwhelmingly just insane. They were just like, you know, like
that's true.
Like now it's
now it's
that's a 70-30. You're like you're almost surely it's gonna be a disaster.
Insane or drug addict. It's either two. You can't really. I
Yeah.
think you can't find a
The drug
Yeah,
addict.
but I think one leads to the other.
That's the 30% though.
You
The
know?
30. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
30% is still drug addicts.
The 30% is the drug addict. So like otherwise 70% you're going to get an insane person and the plan is going to fail because it's like finding a stray cat and then like let's hey I need you to do something for me. It's just as useless. It's just as useless. Like you're wasting your time.
The idea of trying to get a stray cat to commit a hit for you is crazy. Listen here, Mr. Nibbles.
Do you think any homeless people have tried that? Hey, come here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Do you think it's worked? Do you think there's at least one that it's worked? It's like it just went to somebody and clawed into their throat deep enough?
Accidentally. I think it's not that the stray cat understood, but it was gonna do the thing anyway. Like it just
it was a perfect coincidence.
100%.
Where like he asked it to do something that was already had its mindset on doing.
And then
it stops, observes, and speaks.
Well,
and then goes about doing what it was gonna do.
My curiosity is there are obviously domestic dog related fatalities.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Sure.
I can't imagine that that's true for cats.
It probably is, but it's like it's a very circumstantial.
What do you mean, like a cat like knocked over like a glass of poison into soup
Shit
or
like
something?
That, like cat,
I mean, maybe.
like cat, like your cat like nicks at your leg or something like that. You slip, you break your neck on like the fucking counter,
right?
Or
So,
something like
so cats are it's like the inciting incident.
It was the cat, but not the cat finishing the job.
Yeah,
right. Dogs finish the job.
They do.
Some dogs finish the job.
Often,
Yeah.
Some of them.
I've been attacked by dogs before, and I feel like a dog could not kill me unless I chose not to fight back.
Well,
which very likely I might not choose to fight back until like it's probably too late and I'm getting really hurt.
A lot of people, I think, just have a hard time hurting dogs.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
even in a survival scenario, I bet like there's something like
Definitely.
there's something in your brain that's like I shouldn't hit this
Definitely
dog.
The humans that survived to this point probably have that innate like dog gene for the most part, and then people that don't have that gene are crazy to me. Like I don't get how you don't like dogs. Like that really makes me think like something's wrong with you as a person.
I don't really know anyone that doesn't like dogs.
I know a few people that genuinely don't like dogs.
Who doesn't like dogs?
Lily's brother doesn't like dogs.
What do you mean like doesn't? Okay, hold on. There's a distinguishing factor here that we need to.
He does not like dogs.
Is he afraid
No,
of
but what
them?
does that mean? Does he not like dogs, or does he actively dislike dogs?
There's a difference. Yes, there's a difference.
Because there's a difference. Because there's people who just don't care. Who don't have a preference. Like I like dogs. I like cats. I really don't give a shit. Like I like a general kind of mammal that sits in the house.
I think it's even insane for people to just not like dogs. Actively disliking them is you should be probably gunned down. But like not liking dogs is insane. Like seeing a puppy and being like not being like, oh, that's cute, I want to pet it is insane to me. Like how does that
technically
get passed on? Like maybe trauma.
Technically, biologically, it is a little bit weird because the little animals and a lot of little things are designed to look adorable, so you don't attack them.
So you don't murder
so it
them.
is it might be
that's an evolutionary trait for animals to deal with people or to be cute so we don't slaughter them.
That can't be true though, is it?
I think it might be.
I think it's very much
the
true.
Animals that probably exist now. I'm not saying 100% it's true, but think of the animals that exist now and how many of them are just cute by nature.
No, but I understand that. But I guess
maybe we developed to think they were cute ourselves, not so much.
That's what I'm saying. Because like there's no way like a snake looks at like a baby mongoose and thinks like
because we're talking about humans. We're talking about humans,
right? But like they all of them just so happen to develop being cute to protect them from people.
I think so.
Well, no,
I think when you think about
older than us, though.
when you think about think about almost anything like say a pepper. Peppers have those things to protect themselves from being eaten. It's like, and it's a response. And there's certain other things that don't have that because there's no opportunity for them to grow, like say in colder climates. So they don't need to have any protections, like things that grow in like really cold. It's like, and what I mean by that is after a while, when something kept happening, like say humans or older versions of ourselves were hunting certain animals and indiscriminately. Who cares if they're young or not? Probably over time, because of like how we even developed ourselves with liking hips and tits and stuff, certain things. There are certain things that have developed for us to find aesthetically pleasing. And I feel like for animals, it's the same thing. I feel
like it's a two-for situation. I feel like definitely we developed to not murder small cute things
ourselves,
and then things that were smaller and cuter themselves just survived because we weren't murdering them.
I think that's
so
kind
more
of
them passed on that trait.
I think I'm more on that one.
No, it's exactly that. That's how that works.
Some things are one cause, but some things are like a double.
So let me just clarify. The implication of the conversation is that things used to be ugly, and then people came, and then they were like, "We have to be cuter." That's kind of the implication of that sentence, which is like it can't be real. You know what I mean?
Maybe to a degree.
Like cats weren't like these hulking beasts or like these gross fucking beasts when they're born. I mean, and then suddenly like, oh, people came and then they were like, we got to be cute now. Like I don't think there's been enough time for that to even occur.
Humans are old, bro. We're way older than you think. It's crazy.
I would say
but that would require millions of years, I feel.
Maybe not, dude. One mutation can change shit, man. It's not often that simple, but like it takes like one mutation. Think of it like this.
I think we just naturally think things that are newer and smaller and rounder.
I think we might have got that from our human side as well.
When
like
you
babies.
Think about like wild pigs, domesticated versus being wild.
Right.
How crazy they look versus they not looking so crazy when they've been domesticated. Mm-hmm. I think in the same vein as
that shit is Jurassic.
Where like
have you ever seen a feral pig?
Well, yeah,
of course, they look hilariously insane.
But I think
compared to a little pot belly that's just like, I'm your friend. I'm gonna walk around you.
So I think it's the same thing with human intervention. Just being around these animals, getting softer. So I think technically that could be true in a sense that humans being around these certain animals made them softer, them being somewhat domesticated, and then those ones survived obviously because they weren't getting slaughtered like crazy because they look so adorable.
I wish humans weren't pussy and we domesticated bears. I wish we did that before.
Yeah,
we would have had awesome ass
I respect
pets.
Russians, man.
Domesticate them. They coincide with them. That's a difference.
Hey, there's a lot of those bears that they just like they just have them as like, oh, you're my homie, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'd never do that, you know?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm not going anywhere. That cold must have fucked your brain. That's insane.
I like because I love bears so much. I want to chill with the bear, but I just don't want to. I don't trust anyone enough. Even somebody that's like, oh, I've this bear have had it for like 10 years. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I don't. Not a shot.
It's too big.
I haven't.
Like,
so why would I spend time around it?
Exactly.
It's like those circus videos where somebody inevitably gets like mauled by a bear, and it's like it's the trainer.
Yeah,
you know, it's the guy who's had a rapport with it.
Because it's like they're not just like, oh, this is my homie. They're fucking punishing that bear. You don't see.
They're disrespecting.
Yeah, you don't get to see those parts of it. Like
I go to the bear shows at circuses where they show that's the part that they show.
I would respect that more.
They abuse the bear. They refuse to feed it. They kick it.
It's insane because like
show me reality. I respect that.
Because I don't know how zoos work in the rest of the world, but I know like American zoos, they had like a paradigm shift where it used to just be like damn near torture sideshows to like now they're like actually trying to help animals.
Yeah,
but imagine like the idea of like going somewhere like here's this spotted whatever it is, if someone goes and whips it whips it for it to perform for you.
How would you feel about like say human zoos, like people that are like exotic, like say we have like a RFK Jr.
You know that already existed, you know, right? They had black people in like
but
zoos.
I'm talking about a modern day sense where like black people that are awesome and athletic is not a sight to behold anymore.
I guess that's
so
true.
In a way that like say I think like say someone who's
he's talking about a human zoo that doesn't make sense.
A human zoo with people that are just like, wow, this is interesting. Like say you see the family, the royal family essentially in America, the Kennedys, you know, or like so you put like them in there and because like if you come on. You hear RFK Jr. talk, you're like,
right?
That is a fantastically intricate
in what
and
context,
just
like the way he sounds or the shit he says.
Everything, like his package, his told about he's this jacked old crazy guy that sounds like he has that weird filter on.
With part of his brain missing.
And with part of his brain being eaten by a worm. Like that is one of the most like why should
well, isn't that just a freak show? That's just what a freak show is.
You're right. I'm saying zoo because zoos seem more humane, I guess.
Soften the blow, but it's literally a freak exhibit.
I mean, a zoo is a freak. I mean, technically, it is just a freak exhibit.
Not modern zoos in America. Maybe they used to be.
No, but what I mean is like you go there to see shit that's like really not normal. To you know what I mean? To your everyday, you see like, oh, what the fuck, a camel? Ew.
Because it's an exhibit. There's an exhibit, and then there's ideas where it's like, a freak show, there's no like respectable spectacle. You're not learning anything. You're going there to look at the bearded lady, beat your dick off in front of the fucking cage that she's in, and then dip. That's it.
Crazy. That's wild. Is that how it was? That's how it used to be?
I assume so.
There's probably
that's what I'd want to do.
I'm sure there were some guys that were beating their dicks off the bearded lady.
There's
right there, right in front of her. She's like fucking this far away from you.
There's one guy who's like brave enough. He's brave enough to be like the Pee Wee Herman of that time, where he was like, "Of course I'm jerking off in front of the bearded lady at the freak show. Like, what else? Like, what other reason would I be here?
You guys don't.
You guys come here to just look at the bearded lady and just say, fascinating, and leave?
Fucking coward.
And that guy was probably a good shot too, because there's probably people being like, "Kill this son of a bitch," and he's just like, "Pow," takes them out and then
ricochets.
Continues. But he somehow nicks off her beard and he's like,
oh yeah, now he's fucking. Now
coming so hard at somebody that their beard falls off is insane.
He walks to the next state to find the next bearded lady or whatever. He's
he's a fucking tumbler, bro. He's a tumbleweed, bro.
It's kind of crazy how that was just like that was enough for people to get out of the house at a certain point. Like there's a woman with a beard over at the town square. You want to see it? And everybody was like, "Of course."
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I've never seen anything like that
Would you
before.
have partaken in like the town stoning? I don't think I would have, but I would have thought about it.
I like to imagine that I wouldn't, but I have no way of knowing.
Exactly. If I grew up, like say I was 5 years old and I saw my first stoning, I might be into them. Yeah. I don't know. But
the most jagged rock possible.
Me right now.
Stoning a witch stoning a witch in the Salem town square would have been like it would have been like my going to see Spider-Man 2 at the Cineplex in Krause County. You know what I mean? Like that would have been like a memory that I hold very fond and dear.
It's so wild, man.
I remember stoning a town gay person. Wow. It was so fun.
I mean, we could just go to like one of those Muslim states, like a modern day theocracy, and we can still see that if we want to. We want to experience it.
It's so morbid. It's like there's like laughable aspects of it until you see it. Then you're like, whoa.
It's laughable because of how
insane it is.
It's like reading about medieval torture. Like you laugh at it because of how fucking insane it is.
They would shove a blunt instrument up his penis and then heat it, and it's like that's crazy.
Dude, the amount of
you smell it, and you're like, whoa.
They were crazy.
They were so inventive in ways that I could never imagine.
Europeans are interesting, bro. Old Europeans are interesting people, dude. I think they're fascinating.
When you live in a gray, depressed stone area,
I get it.
Yeah, like you're not in a fucking oasis or you're not in a
they were
jungle.
writing the stories about like the fucking pretty like at fairies and cool nights. They were in like the everything's gray, my pussy's gray, my dick's gray, my bed's gray, the sky's gray, my house is gray, and they just get mad. They want to hurt people, dude.
Pussy gray would actually really fuck with me. I think that
would not put my dick in gray pussy at all. You could not talk me into it.
And then those guys though, but
they could not talk me into it.
They rolled the dice though.
They had that or they had the lamb and they had the sheep and they made
but the sheep were fast back then, so I think because they're all sick. All the guys were sick as fuck, so they were trying to catch the sheep and like, because they didn't have they had like one potato a month and that was their carbs. So they're like, fuck.
Do you think they'd be better killers than we are now?
Who?
Those people.
The people?
Yeah. I think they get turn off their empathy more than we are, but they wouldn't be able to outpower us.
Oh, they would, yeah. So we can kick their asses just because they're so weak and small, but like if they had the same weapons, they would have no problem destroying us.
Because Lyle always argues this. He thinks like, oh, you had to eat like a potato and a half, I'd be able to kill one. I'm like, Lyle, I think physically you could kill one of them, but they fight to win in a way we don't fight to win. We went to fucking Chichen Itza and we found out that all of the fucking Aztec warriors are like Lily's height. I would beat the I could like hit them 3 times and probably kill them. But they are hearted. Like when they're like, oh, a new person comes here, we have to kill them or else they're going to kill all of our families and rape my dog. And
fast,
I can't have that.
They're strong. But
they're not even like crazy fast or strong. They are just more willing to do what they need to do, opposed to us. We don't have that edge.
Yeah, they would eat your eyes out immediately.
Oh yeah, like they would go for my eyes,
and then you'd be swinging around, and then they would just wait for you to pass out, and then kill you,
and then get the fucking the bat with the fucking glass on it, and then doink me in the head 3 times, and I'd be gone.
Blow one of those fucking those death whistles that they love so much.
Yeah. Hey, what happened in that game that there was a bunch of the Elon Musk Twitter types were complaining about? You're like this. I can't remember if you're an Aztec or something or a Mayan. And it was like this indie game where you're basically stealth and you're killing these conquistadors or something.
I remember hearing about that.
And I remember these guys were like, oh, the types that were all mad
about that.
Imagine, it must be so tiring to be like
That to me
upset
is like
about
being mad about like
everything.
Resident Evil 5 to me. It's just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's just as ludicrous.
I can see when people getting mad about it, but also like it's just a game. Dude.
I can't see people getting mad.
I can't. Well, I can see people getting mad about it in the sense that they're insane. Yeah. I know there's a lot of insane people in this world.
They went to Spain. Like they literally went to Spain first. Like they didn't just start there. If they just started there, that'd be one thing. I'd be like, whoa, this is out of nowhere. But they went to Spain first.
Leon shows up like, hello, ¿cómo estás? I forgot, I was about to say French, but like he's asking for like, have you seen this girl? And then motherfucker starts speaking Spanish, like nigga, you in my house? And then he just blows him away.
That's a crazy way to see that. You're in my. What are you doing in my home?
But I'm like,
the fuck?
He's resisting.
I was like, and he's like, yeah, he's like hostile. I had to put him down. I had to neutralize him. Something. I'm like, you walked into his house.
Yeah, in the video, in the original game, he just walks into the Spaniard's house, and there's obviously something wrong with the guy.
Yeah,
but it's also his house.
It's his house. Like, he's not bothering anyone.
Like, he theoretically has complete right to get rid of you from it, or to act hostile to you as you broke into his house.
Is that how the original game
goes?
It's
you don't remember?
It's different in the new one?
Yeah, it's different. It's
different, yeah.
It's very different. It's very different in a way that, like, there is provocation in the new version versus...
I don't remember.
Yeah, the new one
the old one, he just walks in and he goes like, excuse me. And he's like asking this guy, he has his back turned to him. And then he turns, and then there's obviously something wrong with him, and then he lunges at him. And then he just you
have to fucking shoot him.
Puts the blower in his
face. It's the tutorial basically.
It's basically the tutorial. It's the very opening, like when you finally get to fight. And yeah, Leon's completely in the wrong in this. But it's just so funny in hindsight because you have to think about the developers knew this and they just laughed about it. They're like,
well, that's every Zelda game too. You walk into people's house, you pick up their shit, you fucking slam their shit on the floor, you take their money, like the money they were hiding to feed their family.
Yeah, they got their rupees.
Shitty ass.
Their rupees are fucking.
Yeah.
I have to say that's always
we're gonna start.
That's always been the part of RPGs to me that have never really landed.
I love that shit, dude.
Because the whole point of an RPG, theoretically, as a game, is that this is, you're selling a real world, right? It's like, okay, these are characters you can interact with, and like
you're selling a world, not exactly real, but I understand what you.
But you're selling like the whole point is to make you believe more than it wants to make you believe you're in that world more than like, I don't know, a fucking Devil May Cry. You know what I mean?
Well, think of it like this, right? In RPGs,
but nobody gives a shit that you're rummaging through all their shit and stealing everything.
There's no breaking and entry rules in RPGs. There's no like you can walk in people's
Well, there wasn't Skyrim. I remember that. That was the thing about Skyrim.
There's a lot of.
They would get mad if you broke
because they would lock their doors at night, and then you could bust in and.
Oh yeah, but
and also
and they would get angry at you for stealing stuff.
If you get caught stealing their shit, like it always shows the red. You know, if it doesn't belong to you, right? It's highlighted in red, so it's like that's you.
But even that, like they don't care that you're rummaging through it. You know what I mean? They're like, let me see what's in your pockets.
You look at it. And you're like,
you could literally walk up to somebody, look in their pockets in Skyrim, and they don't seem to care.
Right. Yeah, you look in it, don't steal anything. It's fine.
In Baldur's Gate 3, at the end of the game, there's like when you get to the city. There's this guy that has the most broken armor. It's the armor of agility. And like the stoneworker. I literally stole it from him. He said something and then I killed him instantly. I was entirely in the wrong situation. But I had control of the city by then. So I was like, what are you going to do? You're going to get mad at me? You mad at me? I'll kill this. I'll kill your wife. Your wife want to get mad, I'll kill her too.
Do you just become a king at that point? Like by the end of Baldur's Gate?
By the end of Baldur's Gate, you destroy all of the mechs that would stop you from doing any bullshit. So you just go around doing bullshit.
Yeah, that's always, do that. What I find really funny, and because you talk about role playing, and there is this is so stupid to me that I feel like they should patch this, where if you're able to, now to be fair, I did not do this on my own. I tried, and I used mods to intervene, where you immediately, the first time you meet, fuck man, it's been too long.
What is it like?
The guy he controls the city.
Oh, Gartesh.
Well, the first time you meet him, you can have a showdown with him immediately. But that is a bad fucking idea because you have all of those machines. You have
you're in a really bad situation.
You have Will's dad is there. and here's the things. I try to beat it on my own.
You're
you
not
have
supposed to fight him then. That's
well,
why.
of course, it's basically doing Ultra Nightmare or something. It's like you can't like. I'm sure there's some people that can figure it out. I'm not savvy enough to do it, so then I just cheated because I want to see what happened. And so you can't, even if you incapacitate Will's father. Forget his name. Bald
Revenant.
nigga. Revenant. Thank you. So you incapacitate bald nigga. You don't kill him. You still technically kill him. It doesn't matter. He just and Will is still chilling with you. If you do it in that way, he has nothing to say about you killing his father. And I was like, they gotta fix this. Probably because maybe they're like, oh, okay, what are the odds? There's probably gonna be 0.1% of people that are gonna pull this off. Because it's so hard. There's bombs everywhere. There's a bunch of those giant fucking mech guards. I forgot what they're called.
They're so fucking shitty, dude.
They're so tanky, and also their explosion damage when you like they're such a nightmare. There's bombs everywhere. You got to deal with Gortash and fucking Veilguard. It's a fucking nightmare of a scenario.
It's so broken that literally the only time when you're supposed to fight them, you fight 2 and it sucks.
Yeah, so
They suck. And you can't pick up their sword. I wish you could have picked up their sword and used it, but you can't. Do it. It made me so
You can
mad.
collect their parts of them, and then you just can't use it. I was like, this is stupid. What's the fucking point?
I remember
what is the point?
I tried so hard to use the sword. I was like, I want to pick up their sword and hurt them with it, but I couldn't.
You can't do it.
I could. Even when I was giant with Carl, like I still couldn't.
Yeah, even if you fuck around with the game, I was like, I couldn't do it. I was like, all right, fuck it. Oh, you want to know how the best way to cheat in that game is? I might have mentioned this on an episode before. I don't know, but you literally can always never until you're ready. You can just take as many turns as you want. It's so funny. Dude, you can set up things in the most retarded way, and then like the next time you're okay, now my team, now let it cycle, and like you can set it up in the way that it's just so funny to watch the rest of the thing unravel because you've essentially, you're like you're like Quicksilver and like you've completed. It's so funny.
Oh, well, speaking of games, have you played any of Black Myth Wukong?
Yeah, so
because last time we talked, I think you would set it up after hours of trying to like load up drivers or whatever the fuck.
How's Black Man?
Black
Myth Wukong.
So I couldn't.
I keep saying Black Man Wukong.
I wanted to. So I couldn't. I went through the last episode so much to be like, what the fuck can I call this episode?
Oh yeah,
because there was just
sometimes there's no way to title these things.
I wasted so much time, and I was like, fuck it. We did have a little segment on Black Myth. We didn't even talk. Look, this is how I was grasping at Shaw. We didn't even talk about it being Game of the Year, but just because of the reviews and how glowing it was, I'm like, Game of the Year. It's almost clickbait, but it's not. We talk about it.
We do, yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I have
Game of the Year that game.
I think it's gonna be.
People were talking about it.
Like, I put Game of the Year question mark because I'm like, as of right now, people were like, oh. Well, what has been bigger at this point? And
what came out so far this year?
It's definitely the biggest game numbers wise.
Yeah, that was like a fart in the wind as far as like people talking about it.
Really?
Unfortunately,
actually, I heard it didn't sell very well too. Actually, I heard it didn't have the best sales.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, it sold less than Remake, but Remake sold a lot.
Sure.
And the issue is like. The issue with Final Fantasy VII is like, okay, this is Final Fantasy VII, so people who don't know it are gonna be like, wow, professional.
This nigga.
Look at this guy. His little ringtone's going off. What was that? The gay police calling you?
My supplements. I need to take my supplements.
That was your supplement alarm?
Supplements. Yeah, my supplements. I gotta take my supplements.
What supplements do you take?
What the fuck was that song even?
It's taking like calcium. This regular shit.
You have like a daily vitamin or
yeah.
something? Okay.
What song was that?
It's a Joey Badass song. It's like a rap song.
Oh.
I'm gonna go see Andre 3000 in
I'm so
week.
jealous. Don't fucking tell me that.
Yeah, dude. I'm fucking stoked.
When are you seeing him?
I think a couple days before the San Diego show.
Actual bitch.
How much were those
Very
tickets? Were they like
like 180?
That's great.
That's not too bad. I thought it was gonna be more than that.
No, yeah. We saw them. It was like, that's pretty good. That's not bad for Andre 3000.
It's you. Who else?
It's Jalen and Gabby and I think Paul.
That's so dope. Have fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, why didn't you? What happened to
I
you?
didn't fucking know.
Oh, they didn't tell you.
It was a snap. We were all
thing.
we were drunk, and we were like, and Jalen was like, "Hey, there's tickets," and I was like, "Yeah." that's kind of like when
there are.
that's when the decision was made. So I don't think there was much planning.
I hope
on.
he plays Heya for an hour.
It's just Heya. It's just the all right part of Heya.
People will stick around way longer than they should for that part.
And
they'd be there for like an hour. Like all right, maybe we should.
This
start leaving.
motherfucker's looping it on a machine. He's just sitting down in a chair, filing his nails.
This is Andre 3000 playing the .wav of Heya, sitting on a stool, filing his nails. Whistling Dixie
Beautifully, like just, and he gets his
Articulate.
technician to come in and stuff like that and really work on him. You're like, wow, those are really nice nails.
God damn, good cuticles, man.
I would almost, I'd be mad, but at the same time, like, that was so outrageous. I actually, I kind of, that was an experience.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's no way, because you wouldn't leave.
Yeah,
because
no
you'd
way.
be wondering, like, all right, well, if I leave, then the real show's gonna start. So you just have a lot of captive people. Oh my god.
But you're talking about
Black
Final
Myth
Fantasy
Wukong.
and Black Myth, right.
But yeah, I was gonna say that.
So you haven't tried to? Oh, go ahead.
It's the seventh Final Fantasy game. So people who aren't familiar, it's like, oh, it's the seventh one, and then it's a remake part 2. So there's already kind of like barriers in front of people. Like, you're not going to start with Rebirth. You know what I mean? Anybody who's going to play Rebirth has played Remake. Mm-hmm. And you're never going to get more than that. So logically, you're going to get less. Mm. So I don't know. It's a tricky situation with them. But I think it's still sold pretty well. It's just not the same
What else came out this
amount.
year, really?
That's the thing. I'm kind of I'm blanking on big releases right now. I'm trying to think of something that I was like,
Doom's coming out this year, right? And so is Gears.
What are you
not
talking
this
about?
year.
Gears? What the hell are you talking about?
Gears
is coming out this year?
Is it? I don't know. Right?
No, because I would have had
Gears
it on my wish list.
Yeah, Gears is years away.
Yeah, I don't have.
No shot. Gears is coming this year.
The only thing I know is coming out now. Well, not now. You know what I mean. This year, the Veilguard.
Oh yeah, Dragon
I'm gonna
Age.
fucking play it.
So am I.
I
lied to myself when I was like, I'm not gonna play it. I was like, I'm gonna get this game.
I didn't.
You have such little fucking power, you people.
What do you mean?
Why'd you lie to yourself? Why?
Because I was like, oh, it looks really bad. And then
Did you want to seem cool? You want to do like,
no,
shitting on it?
No. All it was is that it had one really bad trailer. I was like, I can't fucking do this. And it had one half decent trailer, and I was like, "This is fucking amazing! What is going? This is fucking insane!"
It was just enough. It was just enough to get excited. I get it. Yeah, whatever.
It was weird. Anyone who was excited about the game is still scratching their head. Like, are you?
Was this like Fortnite?
Was this by design? Did you want to upset people? Because you did a very good job. Because the recent one that they dropped, and I'm like, that looks way more serviceable.
Yeah,
but still. One of the biggest parts of because like they even show Morgan's back. We talked about that. Like Morgan, like they did things that I'm like, I want to fire their marketing person because
they fucked up so early for no reason.
For no reason. Like, if you gave me a taste of like, if Morgan's back, there's a big there. So to me, the biggest problem because look at Dragon Age Inquisition. Anyone who's a diehard Origins fan, it was already too different even from 2. So they've been upset since Origins, right? They're upset. Me, I tolerated 2. I thought it was fine. Inquisition.
I liked 2.
I liked Inquisition better just because there was more shit to do. Like 2 was a little bit too confined just to the state of Kirkwall. But like it just felt the Inquisition felt a little more fleshed out. I liked that they did some good things. There was the obvious fucking what do you call it? The
addition of all the black people showing up.
Well, that was
I love that part. People hated that.
I was not mad.
I was like, yay!
I wasn't mad at that at all. I wasn't mad at that at all. I just thought it was funny. I thought that was hilarious that like they just finally were like, let's just do it.
It's kind of like it's
black dwarves and elves.
Black dwarves and elves?
I don't give a shit, but I know just like when people were talking about fucking Lord of the Rings, they were so mad about that shit.
Well, look,
they were.
Yeah,
Bro,
I think a lot of that. I think a lot of that stuff is like silly to get, but there is, dude. I love. I think we talked about this on the show before a bit. The Harry Potter game.
Oh yeah, it's so insane.
So the Harry Potter game takes place like hundreds of years, or like maybe not hundreds of years, maybe like 100 years before Harry Potter. The most diverse thing in the world, like the most diverse school, demographic you've ever seen. And then by the time that Harry Potter starts,
There's
it's all white
black,
people.
There's 3
Yeah.
black people.
Which
And-
kind of tracks with J.K. Rowling with the way that
Right.
she's headed.
What is happening?
It's just,
to her,
it is
bro?
funny. It is just, it's funny that that's real. And like, if I was, I don't know, if I was at the studio, I probably would have been like, I actually don't know what the right thing to do here is.
Right, like-
because I actually feel like we probably should keep it kind of white.
They're kind of fucked either
because
way.
otherwise it fucks the movies
Well, no,
entirely.
you know, all the thing I find about Harry Potter is so crazy is that they have the magic to help a lot of the world, and they just really don't.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because they have literal like almighty magic, and they just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they just,
whatever.
like
Yeah.
things like that fall apart so immediately for me, where it's like this is so absolutely stupid.
But it
Yeah,
kind of tracks a little bit.
They don't
in a
want to
way
teach
that,
Americans medics are crazy. Also, too, they act like legitimately they're scared to teach us magic.
But the thing too about that stuff is like I don't think it falling apart the more you think about it is necessarily a problem, because I actually think a lot of stories aren't meant to be deeper than they are.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
That's,
Like,
that's very
like,
true.
of
That is
course.
very true.
Like I think about like a series of unfortunate events. You know what I mean? Where it's just like I love those books, but like I've not thought about them for more than like I've never thought about them deeper than like what they actually. I haven't thought about the world of a series of unfortunate events because like that's so pointless.
You're supposed to say things for face value lots of times. Obviously, you know, like not go deeper than what it is.
Like
It's hard not to with the way the world is now, and it's like, oh, but like, why didn't they do this? Like, it's every YouTuber's like, oh yeah, the reason why Spider-Man's ability to shoot webs does not make any sense in a context of the real world, and it's like, well, yeah. Yes, obviously. How are you gonna have threads that are twice the strength of steel? That's I get
Right,
it. Like
yeah.
I get it, but like also
What, he got
suck a bunch of dick. Like
Yeah.
he's like a bunch.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Dragon Age looks like I don't know. It looks like it's gonna. I think I might check it out. It's kind of it's not really a slow year. It's just a slow year as far as like big things.
yeah,
Like, there's
big
a lot of
games.
smaller
Last
ones.
year
The
was a
fucking
pretty wild year.
Dragon's Dogma 2 came out, but again, that's not
That was
something
kind of like
that,
a fart in the wind too.
right.
Yeah.
That a lot of people, first of all, they didn't even play the first one, so like
2 was really good though.
I heard good things about
still haven't played it yet. I'm going to now because I'm
You own it?
No, I did. Well, first of all, because since I wasn't going to play it, there's no way I'm going to buy for $70 and not play it. You know what I mean? Because my whole thing was like, okay, let me wait for it to be on sale. I try to wait until it goes down as far as it's going to go. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I was trying to do the same thing with Starfield. Starfield though hasn't gone under $40-something, at least as far as I've seen.
I'd wait. There's gonna be like expansions. And
Yeah,
stuff, so.
I'm looking. I'm like, let me just. I'll buy it for $30. Just like I bought a Cyberpunk, wouldn't go under $30 no matter what, unless if you played it on the GOG launcher. Then you can get the.
Why the fuck?
You didn't turn off. You didn't put on silent.
I thought I did.
No,
That's
I saw you
another
check your notifications.
Mr. Electric, send this
but you
man
gotta
to
hit
the penis explosion chamber and had his penis exploded immediately.
one. Mr. Electric.
Immediately. Yeah. So what else?
I love the idea of him saying the N-word and everybody in class is kind of being fine with him saying
Yeah, I
that.
mean, whatever.
He
He's
says it all
earned the
the
right.
time.
He's
It's fine.
he's earned the right.
Yeah, in that universe, it's
he's
totally fine.
earned the
Oh,
right.
Black Myth.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go.
Well, I was gonna say I wait for it. You know what's crazy about Starfield is like I installed it again because like there's I think an expansion coming out super soon, and I was like, oh yeah, whatever. I like that game. I'll check it out. And they added like a car to it. They added a Mako basically
Oh,
to like planets. And I'm like, oh, I gotta see how this goes.
Wait,
And I fucked around with it for like 30 minutes, and I wound up spending like 7 hours going on fucking random quests and shit. And I'm like, God damn it. I shouldn't have done this. Because I'm already playing too much right now. I'm still playing Black Myth
the Mako
also.
thing was good. The thing.
I mean, it's better than the Mako for sure, but it's got that jank to it for sure.
I thought the Mako was so fine, but I only dealt with
Oh, you didn't
No,
experience
you
it.
don't understand what you had.
The original. I didn't deal with the original one. That's
Look,
why.
the
one in Starfield is more like the new Mako, where it's
Okay.
like this is fine.
There's still some issues with it, but Jesus Christ, the old one was fucking hilarious. Yeah, the old one was hilarious. It was. Then they try to fix it with they had I think it was called the hammerhead, and that thing is 1,000% different. It's just hovering.
Not even the
it's
same
not
kind
even.
of thing.
It's like it's so different that it kind of bummed me out a little bit actually.
You're like,
Because I was like, oh, this is just like I don't know, almost feels like you're on a roller coaster now. It's just so smooth and hovery, and not like some dumb terrain, like all terrain fucking bullshit. You know, it says all terrain, but it's not all terrain.
It's
Yeah.
barely a terrain.
Yeah, I will say the one in Starfield is more all terrain. Like even if you flip over it, it's pretty easy to unflip and all that stuff. So it's cool. I like that game. It's got a lot of problems with it, But Black Myth, the people tap dancing upstairs.
Nice.
Black Myth Wukong, I put about 6 hours in so far.
I put about just as much, but I've been, I will say, a lot easier than any Souls game that I played. How do you feel about that? I had problems with like a couple of bosses, but
it's definitely easier, but I had a harder time with it.
Yeah,
because there's no blocking. There's no block, so you have to dodge everything, and the dodge is kind of awkward. It's like I don't know how to describe it, but like I don't know. I can't get a feel for the dodge quite yet.
I feel like the dodging.
I feel like it's so easy. Like it does. I feel like there are so many times that I should obviously have been hit, and then I'll get these perfect dodges, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like there have been times where like I was fighting I think I was fighting this giant rat dude, and his dad.
That's the part that I'm at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like there are times where I'm like, I swear I'm sure I should have been like hit like a few and I'm getting these perfect
Did you upgrade your dodge early?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
because to me like the first
frame one.
Well, because to me I'm like, I know how to dodge. I've been playing fucking Elden Ring forever.
Oh.
And then I was like, oh wait, it's kind of weird. There's that fight with the bear that turns into like a fucking cloud of fire.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where the fuck? I couldn't get it because like I couldn't tell like how far away he was from me. It was like weird. Like there's a learning curve to it, but it's not harder than a Souls game.
Yeah, what made it easier for me is first of all, getting all of my
time. I saw that shit too.
The freeze time is cool, which to me, the cooldown needs to be way lower for me. I wish it's such a nice little thing, and then there's a parry mechanic. There's a parry one now, which so you'll unlock it.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
The parry mechanic,
like where if you do it right,
you turn
when
into like a stone essentially, and then it has a cooldown which annoys me. So you can only use it. It's a small cooldown, but it's so that's essentially your blocking mechanic in a way. Like RT and then you press Y. And that's where it goes first if that's the next thing you select, and that thing works pretty well. But the dodging, when you upgrade your dodging, you do those crazy ass flips. You'll do like a 3 flipping thing, and it's really it's very easy to get out of the way. And the cool thing is your thrusting pull stance. Mm-hmm. Once I started upgrading that, I was like, oh, it's over. It is so. There's this one the chart. You know how what are those things called? Like there's those little circles in the you can do these charge attacks like with your your heavy thing.
I don't know.
But it like you can only do it so many times and you have to fill it back up. Those things are so fucking powerful. So if you upgrade your staff, the thrusting one, you upgrade that shit and then you charge it, it'll stagger like any boss. And it takes a huge chunk, and some of them will like fall down. And so if you get like 2 of those, you can charge up one, it'll do the stagger, and you can take like a chunk. So it's way easier in a way that like I don't have to. You know how in Dark Souls you have to like say buff this and do that. If you want to take that significant amount of damage or trigger like a bleeding thing, it usually takes a while to build up. This thing, I can kick a boss's ass pretty quick without really trying very hard because I'm not that far into the game. And I've only had like I'm still using the first set that you get that gives you that charge, that attack bonus. If you run for like 2 seconds, the ends of your staff will glow. Like, so if you just wear 4 pieces of that one set, it gives you a nice attack bonus. I haven't switched to the other ones because that just it makes you faster, you run faster, and it gives you more attack. And I'm like,
oh, that makes sense.
And I'm looking at everything else and I'm like, these aren't nearly as, okay, you have more defense, but if you can run faster and you can have a little bit more of attack advantage, why would I ever want to wear anything else? All the things look way cooler. Like I was like, oh man, this gear looks fucking sick, but it's not nearly as cool as the first set that you get. So I'm like in that, I hate when that happens because sometimes I'm more like, I'm stupid in that where I'm like in role playing where I want to wear something that looks cooler than
me too. Yeah. I've been infusing the same Destiny armor for the last 5 years. Yeah, because this is exactly what I want to look like.
This is what I need.
There's way better armor, I'm sure.
There is,
but like,
could you please? The one thing that man, I'll give high praise to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where you can put on whatever you want cosmetically. And then you can put on the armor that you want to use to actually.
That should be in more games, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Games. I don't know
that shit is fucking amazing. I'm like, here, cosmetic armor, and so now I look like a badass, but also have the best fucking gear on. And there's no reason to not do it. It's not even like a hard mechanic to trigger.
Yeah, there needs to be more monkeying around in that game. I feel like you need to have more like more genuine monkey bullshit. Like, you'd be able to fling poop at people.
Yeah.
You'd be able to fucking pick your fucking staff up and like savage, like no finesse and like hitting somebody with it.
I'm mad this
like bashing at somebody with
yeah,
your
just
fucking
monkey
staff.
rage.
I will say, as far as like a game about a monkey man, like it's weird how much he can't get over, like how much he can't climb. You know what I mean? Because like in Elden Ring, I feel like I can go fucking anywhere. Really.
They really did a bad job with that.
Yeah.
There are so many places
It's more
where I'm
linear,
like,
probably.
oh, let me go.
For sure, yeah.
It is absolutely. I was like, oh, let me. It's
But it's
way
linear-
more like Dark Souls.
Yeah, but it's linear in a way that's like, I'm fine with linear, but like there's stuff where it's like you can jump around a lot, and then you'll try to go behind a tree or something, and it's like there's an invisible wall there, and you're like,
Yeah, and I was
That's
like,
a little weird.
That's weird. Exactly.
Yeah, why?
You should be able to climb trees. I don't know if you're a monkey. Like that's 85% of being a monkey is a monkeying around. Shit.
Yeah,
like, you got to be able to like climb shit.
I would have
fucking
loved
hang
to.
from stuff.
So if you jump and attack, if you jump and light attack on an enemy, you can bounce off of them. And
You
the
can't
way
do
that
fucking,
like
you do like. I don't know if you can do like the whole power pole thing where you jump and like slam like your giant staff on people. Can you do stuff like that or no?
yeah, you can.
so there's your original stance. You'll like jump and you'll do this like spin and slam your staff. There's this cool one where you balance on your pole and they can do a lot of damage.
That's a fun one.
Yeah,
I like that one a lot.
So like there's like cool shit like that. The thrusting one though has been so because the thrust mechanic it makes your pole get like 3 times the fucking size when you'll do like a thrust. It's crazy. So you'll be doing an attack and then you trigger your thrust. You'll fucking back up like way large spaces and then thrust. And it almost makes it impossible for you to hit. Like it's such a great stance. Like, but at the same time, almost every like slasher game, even like Dark Souls to a certain extent, like there is you start with your light attacks, and then usually within 3 buttons, 2 buttons, whatever, you trigger your heavy attack, and it finishes the combo off. Mm-hmm. You don't really have that with this, and it kind of annoys me because sometimes you want to just like, get in 3 hits, and your 4th hit is your heavy attack, but all they have is just this special mechanic that you can only do it a little bit with that little thing that dissipates. And you can just do it's called like a pussy heavy attack, like where if you don't have those things anymore, it'll do a very light heavy attack. It's weird. It's a weird mechanic that I've still kind of don't love.
Yeah,
because
pussy heavy attack.
It's just like it's not as the combat system, unless I'm missing something, is not as intricate as I'd like it to be. Like the stances are cool, but like I kind of want like say if you've played any God of War for example. You if you press like square and then you press triangle or like I'm thinking of old God of War, so I'm thinking of like, but if you play light attack and then heavy attack, it'll do some type of combo finisher.
Yeah.
If you do 3 like so like light then heavy light heavy, you know what I mean? Like it'll do different type of finishers or different type of things. It doesn't have that in this game. And so I was like, it's a little limited in that sense where sometimes maybe, you want to juggle somebody. You can't really, it doesn't have like that. It's not that intricate.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but
It's their first game.
the game is fun as shit. I'm liking the, so far all the different bosses. There's a lot of different, like the mini bosses are, like you'll literally go like, 5 minutes and then you didn't even go that far, and there's another stupid ass little mini boss, and I'm like, God damn, they're everywhere.
It's very boss oriented.
Yeah, they're fucking everywhere, and I had a pretty hard time. Some of the bosses were pretty fucking cool. There's like this ice dragon serpent thing that it was a really cool fight on the sheet of ice. Very very cool fight, but very also annoying because you don't have. I guess my one criticism. I want projectile. I want a fucking projectile.
Yeah.
I want something to deal with all the gay ass archers instead of like you have to spin your staff. And then the thing is you'll run out of, so if you spin your staff, it deflects the arrows. But sometimes there'll be like 4 different archers and you're going to run out of stamina. So you're like, oh shit, now I have to just try to run. But if you get staggered by one, then they could all fuck you in unison. And so it's like I can't even break the
It's like
stagger.
in Ghost of Tsushima where you would jump into a place where you really shouldn't be,
shot,
and you'd just be like nailed by archers.
They're the best archers in the fucking universe.
It's
They're
insane,
so good.
yeah.
Oh, they're way too good in Ghost.
Yeah, it's good. It's nothing I necessarily haven't seen before. It's definitely going to be like the biggest game of the year. I don't know if it'll necessarily win because I feel like that's largely skewed just because it's a Chinese game. And so, like,
That's interesting.
billions of people in China are playing it, but I don't know if it's necessarily going to be that big of a deal here.
You don't gotta say.
Who do you think is gonna? What are gonna be the top games? So
I think this will be in the conversation just because it's kind of a
I think
slow
Final Fantasy will be
year.
up there.
Final
I
Fantasy,
think Final Fantasy will be up there. I think
probably Dragon Age just by default.
maybe, yeah. If it
Rival's gonna come out too late, I think.
Marvel's is going to come out too, and there's no way.
No, it's good, Chris.
I mean, no, I'm just saying free to play games just generally don't.
They don't put them there anymore.
I think I
Like
can't remember
game
the
of the
last
year?
time. I can't remember the last time a free to play game won game of the year.
Fortnite was in the
Fortnite never
was
won
in-
game of the year.
It was in the discussion, but it wasn't in.
It probably won some sort of like genre.
Yeah, it'll win like best free to play game.
Yeah,
or
something like that,
But like
right?
they're just not in the same conversation. I don't even hate Fortnite. I just like I don't play.
Yeah, I keep thinking about playing it because last time we talked, they were saying like there's like different modes or something.
That game's fucking. That game is more of a. It's a movie maker now.
Yeah, I want to fuck around with it. But I'm gonna keep pushing. So I'm trying to beat Black Myth as fast as I can because technically, it is the next game. Well, I was Cyberpunk, and now Black Myth is before it. So now I have to beat Black Myth so I can go to.
You finished Cyberpunk already, right?
Yeah, I was actually working. I was being an idiot, and I was working on my second playthrough because I did the dude, and then I wanted to be a chick. I wanted to just like, and so she's naked as fuck. I have all these good screenshots with Pan Am and Judy and shit like that. Just chill, just palling around with my naked buddies. Fucking dude, my game glitched so hard. Jackie. So
He's still alive.
no,
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Jackie's just following.
That deflates the whole game
wish
entirely.
I
That does
wish.
so much damage to the narrative of that game.
Dude, he died way before he should have died in my second playthrough.
Did he die when you guys were doing the busting at the house?
So we're in the actual mission. We're in the hotel, right?
You run into insane
But,
glitches
like-
because you Frankenstein the fuck out of your code.
Maybe, yeah, I guess so.
Maybe.
Look.
Oh wow.
Look, check it out. So we have to take the elevator to go down to the garage to, you have to jump into the car that'll take you out.
Yeah.
He's already dead in the fucking elevator. He's dead.
Oh, that happened to me.
So it happened to you.
Oh, yeah, so that actually happened to me. I remember that.
And then fucking the interaction.
With nothing.
So so this is what he does. I wish I would have recorded this. At one point when the elevator stops and like it's time to go out, he props up again and then falls down and dies again. And then when we get into the car, he does pop up into the car, but he won't talk. His eyes are completely closed. He's dead. So when you're interacting with him, he dies again, kind of, because when his arm like slips off when he's like you're and he just, but like he's already so funny. It's so good.
I love that game so goddamn much, dude.
The game is
love it.
I was kind of I was annoyed with it until I got everything powered up. Then I was like, now I feel like a fucking badass. Now I feel I'm moving fast.
The
as shit. I'm
ninjutsu
dodging.
motion is dude. When you get all the ninja shit, it is insane. I had a pistol, I had a sniper, and I had a sword. I was the most absurd character in the world. And then I would do the boxing matches where you fight the freaking like muscle bound like enhanced people. And the last fight is a girl, so for her, I actually put on the gorilla arms.
Yeah, you put on the gorilla arms.
That is crazy.
I beat the dog. I knocked her out of the ring.
Pound the ground.
That's so needless.
Why? What do you mean, dude? I want to win.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
man.
Doesn't become the champ,
2024, that Star Wars game just came out.
Outlaws 30.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, or at least I think it's out in the next couple days.
I didn't even hear anything about it. That's crazy.
It's like mid 70s, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play it. It doesn't.
That
have
game
no one
seems
uses the force.
That game seems to me like
Oh, there's no force?
I don't think anybody. I don't see.
yeah,
anybody.
you're like a scoundrel. You're like it's like a more of a Han Solo kind of thing,
Oh.
which I dig. I just don't care about Star Wars. I think I would imagine that this is kind of one of those games where, like, Hogwarts Legacy wasn't like the most amazing game in the world, but like if you were a Harry Potter fan, it was fucking sick, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe this is one of those where it's like, because there's never really been an open world Star Wars game really like that. You know what I mean?
Not yet. No.
So
Not quite to the same way.
So maybe, yeah. I mean, maybe if you're a Star Wars fan, you'll probably think it's really great. But like, I can't give a shit.
Yeah.
About...
Same with me. Like the main thing that draws me to Star Wars is like the Force wizardry shit. So this is something that doesn't appeal to me that much. Like,
yeah,
I like lightsabers and manipulating the Force and stuff.
I love Star Wars. I really hate the scoundrel characters in Star Wars. Like, I don't like Han Solo. I've never liked Han Solo. People think I'm crazy. I'm like, that nigga's an asshole. I don't like him at all. And then my sister loves Han Solo.
Yeah.
And I remember having an argument with her, and she was like, you like the worst part. I was like, oh, I like the white man with a gun over the guy that can move buildings. Yeah, I'm stupid. She gets so mad. She loves her. My grandmother and her fucking love Harrison Ford. I don't know why. I think because they're just older. I think they saw him in more shit. So
yeah.
like,
He was a fucking heartthrob back in the day,
I guess.
for sure.
Because she's like, she's just like maybe like 42, 43 now.
Harrison Ford was a huge movie star. It makes
And
sense.
at
It
that
makes sense
time,
why people
I
like
guess,
him.
just when she was
100.
a kid, he was like that because he was India. That's all those times.
He was
before.
Indiana Jones. Yeah.
And Han. So she was like, I love those movies. And I'm like, these guys so lame. He's such a lame character. Just like, you're fucking stupid. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
he didn't.
I mean, Star Wars is.
It's just
The whole thing
it's
is fucking
fine.
lame, really.
It's fine.
I love Star Wars so much. I think
Yeah, but
it's
you
so
like
cool.
new Star. I mean, think about Star Wars when it was new. Like the guy with the gun is clearly the coolest one in that movie. Like if Star Wars is new to you, Han Solo is the coolest character in that entire fucking in that movie. Because the
guess.
fucking the wizards who are fighting with swords are just like.
yeah,
They're borderline. It's not even. They're not
Dude.
even fighting as well as like
Bro,
fencers fight. Like
that-
it's lamer than fencing.
yeah.
And so,
Episode
like,
4 is
It
that
was
is-
supposed to win. It's supposed to
it
be like
is-
samurais fighting. You guys don't know what you're talking about. No,
Not even.
That shit is lame.
The
as shit.
people that
shit
said that
is lame.
are just coping. That's
but
all.
that's
it
what I'm
is.
saying. It's like
Yeah.
that's what I think. Like the context is. It's like if you grew up with those movies,
Yeah.
chances are you're going to like Han Solo a lot better because it's a lot. We are a lot better at shooting gunfights back then than we were at fucking clearly swords.
Well, even his demeanor, the way that he acted, like
He's the rogue,
he was
yeah.
so like when he couldn't, like, he was supposed to, like, you know, try to trick the what do you call it, the stormtroopers or whatever, and they were like gonna come, and he just like shoots the thing, and he's like, boring conversation anyway. Like he says it in such a like you know, like he's so cool. I don't give a fuck. Like
It's
he's
theoretically-
always been like that. Oh man, he's so cool. He's so edgy.
It's theoretically
I never
the
thought he was
Marvel
cool, but I
of that
get it.
time, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
the jokes to undercut serious kind of things.
right.
But
I
yeah,
get it.
mean, yeah,
Like-
if you saw that movie in theaters for the first time, you're like,
Yeah.
the fuck are these old people with sticks doing?
Yeah.
I love this. I love it.
That's why, like,
No, you love it because you grew up
yeah.
with the prequels where they were doing flips and shit.
Oh
Like, you
yeah,
didn't-
that's
you didn't-
also. Well, no, I definitely saw episode 1 before I could recollect episode 4.
That's what.
So,
Yeah, of course,
I
of course, you
I
did.
definitely did. Like
Yeah.
episode 1 is one of my earliest movie going experiences. I think I saw that movie. I think I either saw that or Tarzan. Those were like my first 2, or maybe Toy Story. One of those 3 were my first movies ever, and I was just like, this is scary. I didn't know movies could be this big. Because I was a little kid, I was in a theater, and I was like, why is Bugs so big? What's going on? So I was a
You
little
didn't know they
scared.
could be this. That's fucking man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a regular feeling for a kid to have.
I don't think so.
Whatever, dude.
But anyway, this year it's like, so that Star Wars game came out. Apparently, it's like fine. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Tekken 8.
Oh yeah, Tekken 8, but that's not going to be game of the year.
They're not gonna
Never.
give it this
No,
flowers.
never.
They're never gonna give it this
Never.
flowers.
A
Of
fighting
course not.
game will never be
Yeah,
game of the year.
never ever.
Never. Even if it deserves it. Even if it absolutely deserves it, I'm like, nah, man.
A
It's
fighting game. It would have to be a really slow year, I think, for a fighting game. Like, no disrespect to fighting games, like they're great, but like
That's just not what they.
it's just
value.
not. It's not. That's not going to be the talk of the year. You know.
Lord, the nude mods have on that game, bro.
I like how
Lord.
the code was so easy to manipulate. Like immediately,
Insanely, dude.
people
Yeah.
are just like, "Oh, sweet! Like we're gonna make the hardest dicks, the biggest tits." Like
Yoshimitsu is on his dick in my game. Like he has his little legs out and he's on a dick and he spins on his dick. It's really bad.
That's amazing.
I don't
didn't
believe
even
you.
know
I don't
that.
believe you did
You
that.
don't. You shouldn't.
Oh,
That's too.
I was
That's
like-
too far.
I was like,
That is too far removed, but that should exist. Anyone out there that heard that, just make him on his dick.
I could feel the lie in it.
Somebody could do it.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah.
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
Oh,
That game's very good.
Animal Well, that was like an indie, but that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Skull and Bones.
Hey, it's $20 on Steam right now.
Stellar Blade was very much like a Wukong kind of game.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Because I forgot about the discourse too. Remember?
Yeah.
She was too attractive.
She was too hot or whatever.
Yeah, like there's some bullshit happening with that. Like,
that was almost nostalgic for like 2016 time, where people were like, "She's fucking. That's not what real women look like," and it's like, unfortunately for you. Many do. Like, this is not really that unattainable of a body, really.
The idea of somebody
like,
being
people
mad
are
about,
hot. I know it's hard to
there's
believe.
plenty of gorgeous people on the planet.
Someone being
crazy.
so mad that a character's attractive, and you turn to the screen and it's caked in cum. Like caked, like sharp, jagged points of cum all over the screen.
That must be it.
I shouldn't be able to do that to my screen.
They can't get anything done. That's why they're mad. Fucking yeah. It's like go to the Olympics. Just watch an Olympic game, like the Summer Olympics. If anyone be like, this is an unrealistic body or whatever, I'm like, watch the Summer Olympics every 4 fucking years and you'll see Greek gods and goddesses. That like what are you talking about, dude? There's plenty of them. They just, they work extremely hard to obtain those physiques and stuff.
Fuck them.
So the big ones,
Yeah, fuck them.
the big ones that are left, from my perspective, are the Dragon Ball Sparking.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's not gonna get it though.
No. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, what's left in the year.
Oh yeah.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh yeah, Assassins bleed Blados. Yeah,
Which is actually probably the first Assassin's Creed that I've actually looked at. Like, maybe.
I'm definitely gonna play
because there's like they actually have like actual stealth in it where you could like knock lights out and shit.
Yeah,
I'm just like, first of all, why has it been so long since like Splinter Cell did this and then no one ever bothered to do it? Where you
just
could
lazy when they don't. Even like sometimes when you can knock out lights, it doesn't do anything. Like there are some games where I'm like, oh, I should fucking. What was that playing? I can't remember what I was playing recently. I was like,
you can knock out the lights.
Probably.
No.
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
I don't think so.
I just remember playing something recently where I'm like, oh, I should take out those lights because it'll help me. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. I was like, oh, okay.
It's barely done in video games.
I saw something where it's like Yasuke tries to jump into a pile of hay. And he fucks up and he's like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, he stumbled out of it because he's in samurai armor and it's heavy as fuck. So
oh, that's cool.
I did see
cool.
That kind of stuff, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll probably, this is, as far as Assassin's Creed goes, I'll probably pick that up like maybe later. I am curious about it because I do like.
Say nigga. He better
I
say
like.
He better.
I like stealth games. I'm underserved. Splinter Cell's never coming back. Yeah. So this is my best shot.
What do you think of Scorsese?
New Call of Duty looks sick, actually.
You had a dolphin dive when you fucking like it was a dolphin dive. That's probably not the right thing.
Well,
to say.
I know what you mean.
When he just jumps to the side and shoots the guy. I'll never play a Call of Duty game ever again in my life. Ever. Like, I'll refuse.
Why?
But, like,
what if you like it?
This is impossible.
Do you think that's true?
That I'll ever like a Call of Duty game?
You don't think it's possible that you can like a Call of Duty game?
I don't think so.
I don't know, man.
So. I don't play shooting games for the realism of shooting games.
Well, there's nothing realistic about Call of Duty anymore.
Well, I don't like the
Call of Duty is like an action movie.
I don't like the facade.
It's Fast and Furious of people running around.
Look, I don't like the facade of like it being like a grounded. Like, I don't want my shooting game to look like a real world. I don't give a fuck. I want my shooting games to be as wild. I want some fucking alien to fall down from the sky, say help, I step on him, I blow his brains out with a shotgun, and then I hover away into the sky. You know, I don't want groundedness anymore.
I don't know. I feel the opposite with war games. I don't know.
I only played like
I love Battlefield when it's like grounded.
Like, do you want when it comes to those war games, do you just do PvP or do you want to do the campaigns?
I haven't played a Call of Duty campaign since Modern Warfare 2.
Wow.
I like sincerely, like
okay.
all
that
the way
is the
through.
only one I played ever. Actually, I played World at War and Modern Warfare 2.
You got to see. It's because
I do want to.
I played those two games.
Sons of bitches.
At this point, though, like I am curious to like.
And I played one because I know about roaches. So yes, I played the first one.
Yeah, Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2 were like the last ones that I remember playing like front to back. And I heard good things about Black Ops, but I just never did it.
I like them, man.
I do
it's the only thing I care about, actually.
I do want to.
Is there proximity chat?
I don't know, actually.
Because I'll play for that. I'll play some Call of Duty.
Oh, man.
For that,
proximity chat is
we don't need you. We don't need you to be doing that.
Proximity chat is the best.
It's
it is so stupid.
The best part of video games, I think, ever. Actually,
Yeah, I mean, it was.
I think
it's
proximity
pretty
chat
funny. Yeah.
really like the idea. I love the idea of killing somebody and bring them in a room and then start hazing them verbally and blowing their head off with a shotgun. I think there's magic there.
Yeah.
There's magic in that interaction. Like the fucking thing I posted on Twitter with the guy that was like, how'd you fucking I hate these fucking aimbotting pieces of shit. And he's like, no, dude, wait one sec. Let me show you how I killed you. And the guy was like, oh, you kill if you had a heartbeat sensor. And he throws it out. So I guess I was going to go fuck myself. And the guy shotgunned his head off and ended interaction.
That was a wild. What was that? Was that Warzone? Call of Duty Warzone? Because the clip that he's talking about was like this guy, like he runs in and he kills a guy, or he knocks a guy down, like he downs him, right?
Yeah,
but he sets it up like literally perfectly.
And then he goes like, you're hacking, and then he goes, no, let me show you. And then he actually goes around and teaches him what he did, and he keeps being like, nah, you're hacking. You must have had like some kind of heartbeat sensor. And then he throws his heartbeat sensor on the ground, and he goes like, oh well, I guess I'll eat a dick on that one. And then he kills him again. It was like the wildest. I love that shit about PvP, but by the way, yeah, I don't know. That new Call of Duty game looks interesting to me just because...
Which one is it?
It's the 6th, Black Ops 6,
Oh, Black Ops 6.
There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
But also...
4 didn't have a story, though, from what I remember. And
Call of Duty
4 didn't have... No. Black Ops 4 did not have a campaign
that's what you mean,
because like they just couldn't finish it in time, apparently, what I heard.
Oh, my God. Black Ops 4 was like...
It was just all multiplayer.
2018 or 19 or something.
It was a while ago.
Because I remember it came out around the same time as Red Dead 2 because I did a cowboy bit. And I was talking like Arthur.
Yeah.
And I was like apologizing. And I just said that like I've been playing way too much Black Ops 4. You know, like as like a little bit. So I remember that. But I didn't play 3 either. I played Black Ops 1 and 2.
I do want to play 1 and 2 at least because I do hear good things about that.
Yeah.
Those games.
I'll
go back and play them.
Every Call of Duty. Now, like I said, I'm different. Like I don't do very much PvP, but like because I just like easily because every once in a while I'll watch like a World War II documentary or something like that, and I'll learn more about some dumb shit that they've discovered, and then it gets me in the mood to play some dumbass war game. So then I just like going and just shooting a bunch of dumb, foreigners. Like it just gets like
you
it's
look different from me. Blam.
I was always more of like a Battlefield guy. I think is when it came to that. I liked the freedom of it, like being able to like jump off of a fucking helicopter and like land on shit. Like was always more fun to me than like the Call of Duty. Like
totally.
Can you crash your plane? Can you crash your plane into the ground and kill people in
Battlefield?
Battlefield, yeah.
Of course. What do you mean?
That's so fucking poggers. I think that's great.
Wait, you didn't know that? Yeah, that was like this distinguishing factor.
I said poggers. That's fucking crazy.
You did say poggers. I was like, what? Why did you say that?
I was trying to ignore it.
Yeah, so me too.
I didn't want to address
I'm
it.
an actual fuck for that, but the idea of that, like, just
the whole point of
me, like, and it's crashing.
Dude, it was the most fun shit in the world. In Battlefield 1942, I remember that was like an arcade kind of like simplified Battlefield that you could get for like $20, and it was just like a couple maps. It was like graphically kind of simple, but I remember there was this island. It was like kind of Pearl Harbor-y, and I would constantly take the planes off of the aircraft character and just fly them into individual people. And it was it's fucking awesome. I love Battlefield.
That shit, dude. That shit makes my day, bro.
But yeah, so Call of Duty's coming out. That's something to look at. Hades 2
this
officially, or maybe it's out already. Like I don't know, but that counts.
I think it's still in early access.
Yeah.
New Indiana Jones, Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2.
That game's cool.
That game's probably gonna be great. Silent Hill 2 remake. So there's a lot of there's some stuff left. But yeah, I don't know.
Quiet Slope 2.
Quiet
Slope.
Quiet Slope 2.
Anyway, let's move on to questions.
Dude, if I was in Silent Hill, I would just start not being silent. I'd make the hill loud.
Exactly.
What?
Silent Hill would just make the hell loud.
Do you think that's like the problem with it? Is that's the reason why things are so bad? Is that it's just too quiet?
Everybody's like, stop! No, we'll die.
You call it like the steps of where like Europe and like Asia kind of meet. Yeah. So you just call it like loud steps.
Loud steps.
Like loud step or something. We'll make our own game called Loud Step, and then
the fucking the bridge.
And then there's not a triangle. The triangle guy. It's gonna be a circle or something.
It's gonna have face.
Yeah.
He looks like Pops from fucking Adventure from what you call it?
From a regular show.
Jolly good.
He's just there, so on us.
He's not violent at all. He's actually a really nice guy. He shows up to help. He's like that guy in the back rooms, the USA fucking face. He just shows up. He's like, guys, what's going on? The guy from the back rooms, like the guy with the American fucking like face, and he has like glasses on. He's like, guys, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Then he disappears, and it's like, dude,
I don't know what you're talking
you ever
about.
met the American fella in the back room? Wait, not met him. You ever heard of the American fella?
Met him.
Never met him.
You ever met the American dude in the back room?
You good, bro?
You're crazy.
I was staying quiet, but I think I'm tripping a little bit.
Loud steps.
Loud slope coming out this year.
Slope.
Featuring Sphere Face.
Let's move on to some questions left by you guys, our patrons, over at patreon.com/snarktank. Remember, you can... what's the question? What's the audience interaction
Kojima
tier?
would do it.
Is it the
$5?
$5 tier?
Yeah.
$5 you can
$5.
Cinco, and then you can give us a question, and we'll try to read it on the show. We get a decent amount of them. Make it a good question, and then we'll read
Norman
it.
Reedus stars in Loud Slope.
I would love it if Norman Reedus couldn't read.
I can't read it.
I can't read it. My name's Norman Reedus, and I can't read this.
I can't read this.
I can't read this.
That's what his first audition. Like, all right, Norman Reedus, could you read the first line of the script? I can't, Norman Reedus.
You got Tori. Just talking. What's his name? What's his name again? Fucking.
What are you trying to?
Kojima's like.
Give him every role.
I want him to be every character and everything. I want something to be based off of him.
I want no other actors. In fact,
Yeah, it's.
No one else is allowed to.
I
Save-
wish
save some
like
money.
somebody needs to be able to mod this. By the way, like I want Death Stranding, but every character is Norman Reedus.
That's awesome.
I want that
The
so
baby is
desperately.
just him, but it's small. Like
Yeah.
it's shrunk down.
Yeah. It's,
Well, the baby is him, but I want it to literally be him.
That's awesome.
yeah.
Oh yeah, when's that one coming out?
That's a 2, right?
that is.
They
I
showed
think
2 already, right?
That's 2 is next year. I think. I'm stoked for that. That looks.
Yeah, with that
looks-
guitar fuck.
It looked ridiculous. This exact. It is so absurd that like I have to like I'm so in.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
it's
I
ridiculous.
saw that and I was like, who?
That hooked me a little
If
bit.
any other person would have put a like anything like
Anyone
that,
else.
any other person would have put that shit out, they would have not had a job ever again.
I like how that's not an exaggeration when you say any. It's like literally true. Like anyone else would be like, what the fuck is this? Get out of here.
Well, no one would
You
be.
can't work
no
here.
one. I don't know if that's necessarily true.
No one could pull it off.
No one
like
would
him.
be able to secure the funding to do it.
Yeah.
But I actually think people are totally into weird shit like that. Like
I
it's,
don't. I
There-
don't
no,
think
you-
so.
no, you're right.
I think they exist, but I think it would not have gotten any good of recognition. Like, what the? Dude, some guy's in a fucking orange jump Mega Man suit with a fucking guitar sword, bro. What the?
No,
fuck,
I mean,
bro?
I think most video games are like most video games that come from back then are like fucking strange as hell. I just think like he's built enough of like a reputation for himself that there's enough faith built into his weird ideas that people can get him done. But I've seen like I don't know, man. I just think he's able to secure funding in a way that other people aren't. You know,
I think.
Yeah. And yeah.
I agree.
yeah.
like if somebody else pitched that game and were able to make it, I think it would have been cool. Still,
Oh no, you're
You know?
you're right. It is him. It is
It's
they
only
trust him, and you can literally Kojima as an experiment could be like, here's my idea, give it to somebody else, and they pitch it, and they'll be like, fuck no, and
Yeah.
then be like, oh see, like exactly.
Oh, Kojima gave me this idea. I'm like, Kojima gave you this
Well,
idea?
then Kojima gave it to you. Then they would probably be like, oh, if Kojima calls and and says like, actually, yeah, this is my idea, then they would change their mind, and it would just kind of like a
Kojima
cool
and
exercise.
Scorsese to work on something together. I would love to see what that would be.
it doesn't even feel
Dude,
like it's out of the
A
realm of
Kojima
possibility.
gangster game, like a mafia, like a mob game, would fucking go
Kojima
hard.
would be like, why are they
Him-
saying the N-word so much? It's like, what? Like, why? Like, why are they saying it so much?
Like, he would be saying that, and he's like, "Trust me, like I've been doing this for decades."
Him making a
This is
mafia,
cinema.
like making a mafia game,
Dude,
it'd
it would
crazy.
be amazing. It would be.
There's
what-
another mafia game also.
There is another mafia game. That is
Old
true.
Country.
Yeah,
the kind of game that would exist from those two together would be such a because it would try to be grounded because of Scorsese being like, yeah, they gotta be from Boston.
it's gonna be one of the
They have
best.
to be of Italian descent. I'm from Boston. There has to be one black child. He gets insulted for no reason. What else? Someone has to be using drugs a lot.
The fucking
But then Kojima would be like, what
the
if
mob
he gave
boss-
him a dildo sword that was electrified, and you could fly for some reason.
Yeah.
And then there was like people that came out of mud.
Basically, what
I would play the hell out of that game.
I would try it.
I think what would happen is like Kojima. So Scorsese would set the whole scene. He would set everything, and then Kojima would make little, what he would call enhancements. And so the Italian
little enhancements,
like every mob boss, like all the dons of like every Italian fucking like mob would be something crazy. Like one would just be a robot. Like he's
like not a cool robot. Like a straight up like Meet the Jetsons robot.
I want Kojima.
An android.
I would love Kojima to make like a wildly racist Italian mobster game.
Like it's so offensive.
Like there are spaghetti people walking around.
One enemy comes out of Italian wedding soup.
I think
he rises.
I think Scorsese would actually be okay with this. He'd be like, "This is actually kind of cool.
This is cinema.
Yeah, this is cinema.
This is cinema. Yeah.
They love these things so much that it would make sense if they were like sentient. Like it would be a perfect representation of Italian America.
Joe Pesci in this movie?
Oh yeah,
Joe Pesci's got to be.
Joe Pesci's gonna voice a third of the cast.
Troy Baker's gonna play him.
Joe Pesci's gonna be played by Troy Baker. It's gonna be his mocap too.
He does his mocap. It's just like a crudely deep faked.
The first question that Kojima asked the Scorsese is, what do we do with Norman Reedus?
Yeah.
How do we
get Norman Reedus?
So Norman Reedus is the main character, right?
Yeah, of course. Like he's like
that's happening.
He's explaining how do we make him the main character?
Well, Kojima, he's not Italian.
How do we make him Italian?
Can we bring Norman Reedus in? We'll bring him to the Bronx. We'll have him insult a bunch of people on the pier. He'll become Italian by nature.
Get him
Feed him some pizza.
Mechanical mustache.
A mechanical mustache. That, first of all, is a very Kojima idea. He's got a mechanical mustache. How the fuck does that work?
I don't know.
As much as
there's
Kojima
clearly fucking screws, like in
his face. In his face.
You know what I like about Kojima stuff is that like it feels like a dream kind of. You know what I mean? Where it's just like it's like I don't know what's going on necessarily.
Yeah, whatever.
But this is cool. Whatever this is. Like that scarf that and there's a trailer for Death Stranding 2 or whatever where that French lady who was in the first one, she has like a scarf or whatever and it's like hands and it's like smoking for her and I'm just like, this is sick.
Like, what is
like
this
how do you even
thing?
think of this? How do you think of this, model this, animate this and like understand that like this will work.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna look cool on screen.
Kojima is like, imagine somebody learned every moment of history from a manga. That's what I feel like every single Metal Gear Solid is an American anime. That is an anime version of what America
100%.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what like his interpretation. This is what American politics look like. And it's like, I guess, yeah, sure.
There's
we don't have Metal Gears.
There's telekinetic arms and
dude,
it's ridiculous. It's awesome. I love it. It really is like I like him a lot because it feels like like a kid playing with action figures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
1,000%.
And just like building this crazy shit that makes no sense.
I like that he's one of the last people that is allowed to be truly as creative as he wants to be.
So what has...
I don't think it
and
always
it's purely
hits.
by accident, I think.
I don't think it always hits, but I think he's allowed to navigate this world as someone that can just be creative.
You know what I want to know? What has been left on like the cutting room floor?
Like what they would like
oh,
no.
Yeah.
Like,
what did people say no to?
They're like, hey, dude.
I'm surprised Quiet made it through, man.
Yeah.
It's a crazy ass character.
Yeah. Love it.
Anytime I see cutscenes of Metal Gear Rising, I'm just like, I can't believe this is real.
But that's barely him, though. That's barely him.
Yeah.
He was involved with it, but that's barely him.
But if you look at it, it's like it is
because that's why I don't like Rising. It isn't him.
No, but here's the thing:
without anime,
without it, like
his foundation.
There are some things in there, like the antagonist, for example. That does not exist without like a like, hey, this is so acceptable, and anything else, right? It doesn't work outside of manga for me. It really does. It really doesn't.
It's anime. Yeah. Literally, that game is so Armstrong gives you a handshake, then pulls you in for a hug after just nearly beating the shit out of you.
But it's interesting. It's interesting that it works for his. Because it is anime, right? And it would be annoying if you saw this in like a live action thing, even in something that was like made to, even in a game that's like rendered to look live action, but for whatever reason it works.
Yeah.
For like Metal Gear and Death Stranding, it's weird.
I mean, it
works
for Metal Gear so much because of the way it's been set up. Like Metal Gear 1 is like very like brothers quarrel, and then 2 turns into like use this sword to deflect missiles at a moment. You're like, what the fuck?
2 is so good.
And then 3 is just like, hey, here's this like ridiculously insane jungle simulator where you gotta kill alligators and eat them.
Yeah.
And then 4 is now you're an old man who just judo throws people till they die. It's just like a series of like
speaking of games that are runaway successes, are you familiar with Concord?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing well.
Yeah.
It's doing well out there.
That's the opposite.
Yeah. It's literally the exact opposite.
That's like saying never mind. I'm not gonna bring that up. That's never mind. I'm just talking about silly.
I feel bad for those guys, really, honestly. Because like they that's got, I think it debuted with lower Steam numbers than Lord of the Rings Gollum.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
oh no.
So
damn.
So rest in peace.
Imagine being that far out. Imagine being that far out of the fight when you walk in. That's like going into a UFC match, slipping as soon as you fall in, and you're half unconscious.
That's like you couldn't
you're already like.
I've been waiting for that, dude. I've been waiting for there's this one guy, Bobby Green, or he changed his name to King Green now. He does a flip. He does it when he enters. And I'm just waiting for him to not clear it and hit his head and just be like done. And sometimes it looks like he's like, I'm like, dude, this is too dangerous. Stop doing it.
I don't really mean this, but I would love to see someone die right before a game match. I don't mean this horribly, but like the idea of somebody going into the ring, slipping, hitting the head, and then that's it. Like everybody gets deadly silent.
And they're dead.
He's just lying.
Not even like, oh, they're unconscious. They clearly can't fight.
He's still. You're looking for to see him breathe, and you don't see any elevation of his chest. Like he's gone. He's off immediately.
Technically, that would be the best scenario because then people can't blame it on the combat that killed him. Like that might there might be commissions out there being like, oh, maybe we need more regulations. Like if he just died before he got punched, it'd be pretty cool.
His Humpty Dumpty ass fell, and that's it.
Yeah. No, I still want like
Dana's still mad for some reason. Dana got the nerve to go up there. He took our money and he fucked. It's like Dana. He died. So what?
So what, man? So sue his family. Sue the estate.
Sue the estate.
Sue the people. Sue the venue and sue his family.
Oh man, I fucking hate that guy.
He is a.
He's a man. Do you know his mom wrote a book about him? How much he sucks.
Eminem.
Yeah. I mean, did she do that too?
Absolutely not.
I think she did.
Around.
No, Eminem's mom did like something. She made like a diss track, I think.
I mean, she went. No, she didn't. Did she? No,
I swear to God, I feel like I'm not lying.
She sued the fuck out of him. I know that, but
I feel like I'm not lying.
That should be easily verifiable.
Yeah, look it up because I swear to God that's real. Like because there's a song where he's like,
dear mom, you're a bitch.
Well, no, he goes, is that why you made that CD for me, ma? Like that's a real, like she did something like that. I don't know though.
That's so sad.
I might be lying. Who the fuck knows?
If that is real, I didn't know, and that's amazing. Debbie Mathers, Dear Marshall. I don't know if that's real.
Debbie Mathers,
Dear Marshall. People are saying that's what it's called.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that's it.
Okay.
And she's trying to rap, but I think she gives up.
Well, my name is Debbie, and
my name's Debbie, and my son is
gay.
Dumb and gay.
My name is Debbie, and I'm here to say Eminem is my son, and he's dumb and gay.
Yeah,
I'm gay too,
but anyway,
it's
Zachary,
really cool.
Zachary wrote in.
Marshall Mathers is a fucking fool.
You said that?
What are you doing? What the fuck is it? Ew, what the fuck? What is going on?
Some pretty cool old school hip hop, man.
What is that?
I went down the street and then I got shot in the face. I'm dying.
All right, Zachary wrote in. He said not a question. I just started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and saw that parody video you posted before I began the game. Now every time I interact with Dutch, it's all I can hear. Thanks for that. So this is spreading, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And this is absolutely us doing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was on Summon Sign today with Brad and Micah around Last Stand, and he was telling me that he can't stop thinking about it either.
Yes.
And so like this is spreading. Like I think everybody at that company is ingratiated to it. I said it to Colin because I had to do it, and then now it's everywhere.
It's viral.
But I wonder, like, are we in the comments of that video? I bet we must be. Right? It must be like
I imagine there's at least a couple. Yeah.
Like the clown video, the freaking clown.
Oh, right.
Almost all the comments are about us bringing it up.
Of the clown getting shot to that music.
The part to the camera. It's such a whimsical theme, dude. And the fake out. The fake out is what makes that video a 10 out of 10 video for me.
The Pirates of the Caribbean song accompanying a clown shot to death is pretty
pretty cool.
bewildering.
That clown deserved it. That's one person I'm like, that clown deserved it. He shouldn't be in someone's house.
Absolutely.
Why are you in my house? What are you doing?
Even if you're asking for it 100%. Like there's no way around it.
I would have shot him in his leg and I would have dragged him to the back and I would have buried him.
That's the thing. I mean, you got to shoot him in the chest, man, because otherwise, like if you're not a sharpshooter, that's the target. Bam. You know.
So
chest, top of the head, right here.
Top
right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Top of the head. Yeah. Exactly.
Just go straight to the top.
From
of
the hip. From the hip.
If you're shooting from the hip in real life with a real pistol, not like a fucking,
not even a six shooter,
a pistol, you're a psychopath.
The dyslexic casting director in charge of hiring gingers.
Yo,
I get it.
He says, "Hey, hello, Nig, Nig, and Niggy."
Wow,
that is a
Nig,
crazy.
Are you Niggy?
Which one's the retarded one?
Which
Ed is the retarded one. Ed is the
that's 1D, right?
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, because then it's double D and
double
then
D is the one with the fucking double G. Yeah. So double G's. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, he says one of my favorite things in movies and shows is having a song accompany a fight scene to make it funnier or more enjoyable. Are there any that you guys love, or any songs that you would love to add to existing fight scenes? The first thing that came up to me for this was it's not a good fight scene at all, but Kung Pao.
Which fight scene are you talking about?
Well, there's a couple.
All of them are shit.
All of them are not very good. But like
course.
the musical accompaniment of like there's Baby Got Back in the earlier one.
Yeah.
But like my favorite one is Black Betty at the end, where they're playing Ram Jam's Black Betty.
Yeah.
As the chosen one is fighting Betty.
Fighting Betty. Yeah.
And it's just like, I love this. This is so stupid.
I will say, if it wasn't for that movie, even though we've talked about this before, that I find. Look, as much as I love stupid shit, that one's just a little bit too over the top stupid to me.
I have watched that movie High so many times,
yeah.
and it is a blast when you're blitzed. You can't watch that normal.
I've had sex.
That's probably
that movie's
good.
been on, and I stopped having sex as I was laughing.
Because you're laughing at a scene or something? I've done
I
shit
was
like
like,
that. I've done shit
I
like that.
can't do this.
There are certain things you can't put on while you're performing because it'll completely distract you.
You cannot have comedy on while you're trying to have sex.
Yeah, like a good one.
It will ruin the moment.
I actually got really soft hearing Seth Rogen laugh.
That's crazy.
I was like, ugh. I was like, ugh. Hold on a second, babe. I gotta turn this shit off.
I don't like this no
more.
Like
this. Wait, don't turn it off.
He said, "What I was watching." It's like,
that's fucking insane.
That's so scary on so many levels.
But yeah, Kung Pao has some good moments. What was it? My first guitar that I bought with my own money, I named it Betty because of that. Because I was just like, that was so absurd to me that like his name is Betty, and I was like, I'm gonna have Betty. That's an old school name that doesn't exist anymore. My ass.
What do you get when you cross an owl with a bungee cord? My ass. What? it is really.
I thought that was a real movie when I was.
No,
younger.
You didn't.
No, when it first came out. Because when it first came out, I think I was like maybe like 9 or 10.
Dude, I thought
you were. What's happening?
I thought
when it came out, I was like 9 or 10 when Kung Pao came out.
Okay. What? I'm sorry. You being 9 or 10, you should know better.
Because I was like, what is wrong with this movie? Like, is this serious?
You were such a dumb kid,
like,
man.
Yes, because I was like,
such a stupid
who
kid.
Who lies? I was like, why would you not make a movie
why would
a real
you not know,
movie?
Like, oh, this is you. Were you not a? Oh my god!
I never,
oh my god! Hold on.
No, I believe it was real too. Like,
so you weren't aware of? You weren't. Wait, what?
Why wouldn't it be real?
What do
I
you?
never
What do
really
you
watched parody
mean?
movies like that. I wasn't really. This is like one of the first parody movies I ever watched. I was like, what the
God.
hell's going on here? Why is the movie so bad?
So
Yeah.
you never like. So your parents never introduced you to like say any Leslie Nielsen movies.
No,
or
I
anything?
watched like Naked Gun and stuff.
But like,
Never-
so you,
my
but they were
grandma's old.
Police Academy.
She wasn't watching like that. I was watching like fucking Etta James performances, and I'm like, this is really, she's a really good singer, I guess. Like, I don't know.
Well, so
Or
for
watching
me,
like fucking
Okay.
Frankie Ruiz singing
Okay.
Spanish and being confused.
well, so for me, I remember
What do we got?
I knew it was like an altered movie or whatever, right? But my thought was, I remember specifically thinking that trailer at the end for the sequel was undoubtedly real.
Oh god!
And I remember being so annoyed because I was just like, where is this? Like, where's this fucking movie?
you wanted to see that?
I wanted to see more.
I watched it.
I
You
thought
wanted
it-
to see
dude,
that fucking tongue in a
Yeah.
movie? See, this is what I'm talking
It
about.
was just so stupid. Like, I just couldn't believe that it was real. And it was just,
Okay.
it was so stupid that, like, I just loved it. I was just so enamored with just how completely there was like no attempt at all to make it like a legitimate film.
Yeah. Find out what year that came out because I want to see how old I was.
Like 01, 02, maybe?
I was younger than I actually.
When was Kung Pao out, Kingston? Are you looking it up?
Come pow.
Enter the Fist.
Enter my ass.
2002.
20,
Yeah, it sounds about
2002?
right. Yeah.
So I was younger than that. I was like fucking 8. And
I was
Oh,
7.
wow.
I was 7.
I saw when
crazy.
I
I
was
was
probably like 9ish.
I was like 12.
Yeah.
but I was just
So-
like, why is this? I was just like,
But like,
I usually saw movies that attempted to be good. So I was like, is this movie, why did they make these choices?
I just like where was you had like no critical thinking at all. Like, oh, this
Not
is
yet.
this is clearly like some fake like they even showed you like they even at one point I think there's a blue screen in it. Like that kind of showing you being on set. Like,
Yeah, and I
like
was
you don't.
what are they doing? This movie
You just didn't really have okay. Look, you didn't have any.
I'm gonna
I
watch
will say-
Hercules
it's
again. What the
just-
fuck?
I will say, I will say, like watching that movie now, it's funny how obvious it is. Like the super, what is it? What do you call it? The superimposing or whatever, the compositing.
Uh-huh.
Like it's very obvious, but like at the time on like blurry kind of CRT TVs, the effects like really held up.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
I remember just because that was one of the most impressive things about that. I think that's why I was so obsessed with it. I was like, how did they fucking do this?
Oh.
Because like some shots are crazy, and then you watch it on a high def TV, and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
I could do this. Like I understand exactly how this works.
Yeah.
But
No,
really
it's
fucking
it's
funny.
it's cool. That's pretty. I don't know. That's pretty wild. I don't know. It's just a weird thing to me because I have an extremely immature sense of humor, but some of the stuff was just too dumb. I guess to me.
think your line is crazy, but it's like me for like what I can laugh at and what I can't laugh at.
Well, just like
I'll laugh at like somebody blowing up, but then like, hey man, you're making fun of a person in a wheelchair. That's not cool. But then like 10 minutes later, I'll laugh at someone in a wheelchair falling off a cliff. You know, like it's just like
The thing about
That is- that is-
the thing about Kung Pao is that like it's very stupid, right?
Right.
And then as if you watch it as an adult, like the stupid parts don't make you laugh as much anymore. But there are parts that like are smarter that you don't necessarily recall. Like I remember specifically, there's a scene of the dog barking, and the bark is delayed because he's dubbed.
Yeah.
And I just think that's so good. That's
Yeah.
that is such a stupid good bit. And then there was one where they're like searching the camp for like the chosen one or whatever, and one guy goes like, "You go that way, I'll go home." It's just like these like, it's just so stupid
Stuff like
and it's
that.
well.
I like
I think
that.
a lot of it's
I like
well
that stuff.
delivered too. Like the lines are delivered with like I think about that scene of him shaking the woman. And like he's like clearly yelling, and then the camera's like zooming in on him as he's yelling, and the voice line is just like,
hey or something.
no, it's just like, I implore you to reconsider.
Yeah.
And
like terrible ADR.
but it's so good. Like I don't know. I
Yeah.
think
Stuff like that is actually what I enjoy about that. Those
right.
moments.
There's a lot more of them in those movies than that movie than I remember. Because I remember putting it up again, like when we were really high, and it was like, oh, let's just watch this dumb movie. It'll be like a, nostalgic. And the stuff that used to make me laugh didn't make me laugh anymore. Like the cow was fucking stupid.
I
Cow
thought
was-
the cow was mad funny when I was little, but also
Yeah, it's not funny.
definitely not funny.
It's not funny.
I didn't like it either.
It's
Like,
the
I didn't
part
like
you
that
skip.
at all.
It's the part you skip.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, yeah, like I implore you to reconsider. It's just
Yeah.
there's a lot of that's a lot of nuts, dude.
That's like me with Twilight, dude. I think that movie's so fucking funny now, but it's such a dog shit film.
Yeah, that was always.
You're gonna come with us to see it in Halloween. We every Halloween.
What
time,
the fuck?
every
Why are you conscripting me into this?
You should come. It's really fun. It's actually a really good time though.
What are you doing? I don't understand.
It's like
I mean,
it's
so you
outdoor
just
movie.
rehash the same jokes? I don't get it.
No, it's like it's outdoor movies. We go see it every time. We sit there and we're just baffled by it. But we have like we get like hot chocolate and it's like in the middle of a park and we're just watching Twilight. This movie's so fucking stupid.
Maybe I don't know.
It's really fucking.
It depends
funny.
on when you do it.
Yeah. I think that's what JoJo does with she would do it with her best friend. They would do that shit all the time. And the Harry Potter movies, I guess.
I can't watch Harry Potter.
I still have only seen the first 3 movies and part 2 of the last one.
I saw only the first one.
I am so deeply lacking in context.
I
for everything. I know Dobby gets throwing knifed.
I don't.
316.
I don't know enough about Dobby. I just don't.
You never even met Dobby.
No,
Oh my god! Dobby dies.
So I know references. Like I know you guys are talking about, but I'm like, I don't know anything about that nigga.
You gave Dobbert a cum sock. Dobbert is free.
Like,
yeah, like the whole. Yeah, he's like from a. So get this.
Like a rat
So
goblin.
he's
Or
from
what is he?
he's from a race of slaves that like to be enslaved.
No, are you serious?
Not like they're
They're cool with
they're
it?
complicit with it.
Like
This is
that's
how
what
I
we
work.
do. We're slaves.
Yeah.
Woo! Slavery. I can't like that. What does Harry Potter sound like? He's like,
He's like,
I'm Harry Potter.
anyway.
Anyway, I got this one.
I got my one day. You wanna go? We gotta go kill Homelander.
You gotta kill Homelander.
Batman.
He's like, I will them all. I will them all.
I'm like a diarist, you fucking bloody cunt.
What you got with slurring, oh yeah?
Oi!
Casey, did you see that? It's been going around on Twitter recently. Like, it's like a popsicle that's like partially.
Oh, noggers.
No, it's like a it's a popsicle that's like a little bit like dented and fucked up. And it's have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
Okay. It relates to what we're talking about. So talk amongst yourselves while I find this.
Oi!
I want to say it. I want to say it is right here.
What's going on here?
Little
Where's
popsicle.
Homelander?
Hey, where's the popsicle? You know what I mean?
No, I do it. You don't eat them.
Citrus Patronus, you know what I mean? It's something like that.
Dude, that show's so funny because everything was almost fine, and Billy walked in and ruined it.
Billy's like,
everything.
Everything's going a little bit too.
Oh, there's too much harmony in the room.
There's too much harmony.
I gotta change that real quick. Anyway, say the N-word. Okay.
I feel like we're so wrong with because I feel like they emphatically pronounce the H in like everything, and we'll like leave it out.
Anyway,
we're like ewy, and I'm like, I don't think that's
no. He just does it. He doesn't. He says ewy.
That's the Cockney accent, I think.
I have to. So I have to.
Ewy. Burn him to death, ewy. Let him on fire.
I like say, whatever.
Oh yeah, huh? You gonna come in my town and do all these
man, I'm so sad I didn't say it.
It's funny because like Jamaicans patois is very similar to that.
Yeah. So, Homelander. Oh, how do you
Homelander. Homelander.
Grab a little jerk chicken.
Why you come take me boy from me, Homelander? Why you done do to me, girl? You done go wrong pong at me, woman, Homelander. Me gonna bung you up one time.
And Homelander's just.
He like me, bro.
Oh yeah,
he like me, bro.
Every time I see milkers, I'm just like I immediately
get thirsty, bro.
Yeah, I was like,
I hate that. That's a bad.
I get
trait.
cracks in my lips and shit. I'm all dry. I'm like,
I start getting like the fucking goblinoid hunch. I start getting like Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
I've gone to jail several times for attempting to drink milk from.
Oh yeah, the amount of times I've been thrown in back in the wagon. If I'm trying to get
in a paddy wagon because I was trying to get some milk from
I was just trying to get a little bit of milk, and I'm like, oi.
I had my bowl of Chex Golden Grams here. I was trying to get some milk for it, and they was like, "That's inappropriate."
I can't believe
those guys.
Huey called the cops on me if I'm trying to get it from Starlight.
So I found it.
Oh.
So think about
Lay it on me.
Think about this British accent that we're doing.
Yeah.
And now look at this.
All right. All right. That little bitch supposed to go.
What? That's real? That's organic?
Yeah, I think it just got bashed into something. Or
I love that.
When at least our schools
Yeah, exactly.
are not shooting gallows.
They tell me I'm still a dollar in your bloody Yankee.
Dude, I love this.
Right,
This
Yankee.
image is so fucking funny.
That's
I can't.
fucking excellent.
You fucking yank.
You fucking yank.
Anyway,
You
I feel
little
so
wanky.
bad for them, bro. They talk like that for real. Like that's how they speak.
Yeah, I like it's all weird to me. Like even I hear a lot of that posh shit. Like JoJo's been watching Bridgerton, which is hilarious. That show's fucking hilarious because of hilarious in a sense that because I just peer over and look, and like every other scene, there's just this like nigga that's so proper and shit. He's like, Bridgerton, and I'm like, what is this? I don't know anything about the
I
show.
watched that whole show with Lillian.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the show, so like, I like how insanely inclusive it is, but I don't understand why it is. Like,
it's the person's rendition of the world. We know that at that period of time.
Of course, but like I like it, and the only thing that made me think because I really only know women that watch that show. At least I've heard them, the ones that are praising it mostly. Was there because even though all the neckbeards and all those people that cry about everything they pretend, did they do that for that show? Did they? Because did they even pretend to? Because obviously none of them were gonna watch it. Like Cordion's not gonna watch Bridgerton. But did he make a video about Bridgerton?
I think probably there were people that were like probably like actual racists that were like the female because I feel like female racism was just a little more rare, But like it's like, oh, there was supposed to be no. And the very first thing when it comes up, like credit, just like this is my rendition of the world. I know what the fuck the world was like back then. It was not this, but I want it to be like this.
Yeah,
and I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, like,
that's fine.
Like most people in the world don't give a shit about that. They understand what's happening.
wait, what are we talking about?
So, Bridgerton. Have you heard of the show Bridgerton?
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
loosely.
So basically, I was just like, oh, I clearly Bridgerton is not a show. It was kind of like Batwoman, right, with DC. None of those neckbeard fucks were gonna watch Batgirl, but they still made videos about Batgirl. So I'm thinking in the same vein, like, did they make videos about Bridgerton? Because I've only heard about it a few weeks ago or something, or like a month ago or something, and she just started watching it, and I was like, oh, someone must have made videos about, oh, look at all these.
Lily's ruined my fucking perception because I didn't watch shows like that at all. Like I've seen like a bunch of girly shows that had older sisters.
Yeah.
But she made me watch like a bunch of shows about like love and stuff. And now I'm like, oh man, I kind of like this
You're a
genre
little bitch
of television. Now? Dude, I really think the show This Is Us is the best show I've ever watched in my life.
What
like,
show? This Is Us?
But it's not a show that's like about like a really, it's about like family and love and like trauma in family that leads to like
I don't
bonding.
I don't care.
It's really good to like. I think it would be cathartic for you to watch. Actually, it's a beautiful show, but it's like it's not a Breaking Bad or a Game of Thrones kind of show. It's the kind of show that you watch and you feel.
So no dicks, no incest, no
I don't get it.
drugs.
Is it
No
pornography?
dicks,
Is it pornography?
It's not pornography.
Then what the fuck am I watching it for?
To just get
This dude's
good
like,
feelings.
this show's beautiful.
Where
You understand
There's
that
no vagina.
You understand
Where?
I'm a heterosexual male, right? You think I want to watch beautiful shows?
Yeah, dude, it's really nice. Really good show.
Fuck out of here, bro.
It's really good. Trust me, man. Anyone that's watched it will be like, oh yeah, it's one of the best shows I've watched in my life.
Man.
Yeah,
It made me, dude, there was one episode, I have never really cried from television. Ever in my life. There was 2 episodes that made me sob.
That's not true at all.
Name a show I've cried from.
I've watched you cry at the Ben 10 finale.
Well, that's because that was end of an era. And I wasn't crying, I was whimpering.
You're crying because he took his fucking watch off.
And it was his arm was black because I had no circulation.
He's finally 10.
He's finally 10.
He's finally just bed now.
Do they kill him? Like, because now they need another one? Like, they always kill him at 10?
They blew his head off.
Yeah,
They took his watch.
they find dudes named Ben, and then once they're 10, they kill him.
That is so crazy. That's the premise.
I don't know anything
That's
about
the real premise of Ben 10. Yeah, Ben 10 was after my time.
Ben 10 was just at the time.
He just turns into like some alien nigga, right?
Yeah. I remember specifically thinking
he has
it was
10 aliens on his watch. And he could
Oh, is that what that is? Or?
Yeah.
Oh.
So the idea is that like he found a watch, like an alien watch that lets him like he hits it and he gets to turn into 10 different aliens.
Is there a reason it's just 10 or is it just that sounds cool? It's been 10.
10 is the number of everything pretty much.
Okay,
So, yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And
There's
then
only 10, and then there was more aliens in there. We had to unlock the aliens. You had to come in contact with other aliens.
yeah, so he was immediately not Ben 10 because there were more than 10.
Oh, then it becomes
But his name is Ben Tennyson, so they call him Ben 10. It's
why I hated it.
I get it. I like the first two series a lot. I was
that
really
made
big
my
fan
eye
of them.
twitch. It really did. I was like, that is so.
When the character got older than me, I stopped caring. I was like, oh, okay, I don't.
My
really
name's Ben Tennyson, and I fucking have 10 aliens, and I have 10
My name is
balls.
Tennyson.
I just remember
I got 10 dicks.
I just remember feeling like you can't turn into aliens.
With a watch.
Well, no, it's not even just with a watch. It's just like that. You're not an alien. Then you're just like a fucking shapeshifter. You're not. These aren't aliens. That's what bothered the hell out of me. It's like you're not an alien. You're an Earthling.
So where did that thing come from?
Space.
Another fucking. It was like supposed to be like a universal.
Planet 10.
Tennyson.
Planet 10.
It was supposed to be like a thing that allows other people to walk in the shoes of other like species of people.
Ew.
It was to make a unification, understanding. Fucking.
But then these things are all like giant, like awesome beasts or what?
Well, they're different from humans. Everything has different. Everything
has an advantage or some bullshit.
Yeah. Humans' advantage is they have guns and bigotry.
Yeah, they got guns.
Guns and bigotry.
You're different than I am. Bam.
I'll never get conquered by no damn aliens.
All right, let's move on.
Damn aliens.
Aliens.
Them damn space N-word.
Base engines.
Hey, Kingston.
Have you seen Revenant? You've seen Revenant, right?
What are you talking? The
Revenant.
The bear movie?
Yeah.
No.
You never saw it?
I just know that. What's his face?
Leo.
Da Vinci. He I know that he fights a bear.
Yeah,
and that it's like
crazy.
crazy.
The bear fucks him up, I guess.
It's such a dumb scene. Like I remember watching a movie in the theaters, and I was like, "This is the dumbest movie I've seen in a long time."
People said the bear like mounts him or some shit, and like fucks his ass.
The bear literally opened his ass up, spits in his asshole, licks it like it's honey for 20 minutes, licks the color off his asshole.
They play the Winnie the Pooh song. Winnie the Pooh.
He's tugging his asshole. And the guy's got to play dead because he'll get
Yeah, that's for 20 minutes.
You see if Kojima pictures, he can make a movie out of this. For us, they would be like, get the fuck out of here before we kill you. Oscar. They gave him an Oscar for it. Best. I'm licking the color off your asshole.
I don't remember that for Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the
You don't?
Pooh.
No.
Winnie the Pooh. Eating lots of ass, spreading honey on it to make it taste better.
I must have
ass
seen
eating
it.
poo.
I've seen movies. I've seen like the Winnie the Pooh like VHS like movie.
You never saw like the old school the 70s movie, the Winnie the Pooh movie?
The 70s one?
Yeah, the one that came out in like 70s. It was like a 70s movie.
I honestly I might.
It was like the big book of Pooh.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just don't remember the song. I guess.
Oh,
I remember Winnie the Pooh. I watched a lot of Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
I remember being furious at him.
You don't like Winnie the Pooh?
No, I liked him. I just didn't like that he just.
He
just bothered me
pants.
sometimes. You
His
know?
lack of pants bothered me because like,
and his
why
ass
have a
is
shirt on?
showing.
Everyone like, why try some of it? Just be you.
That's what bothered me too. It was like the half-assed nature. It's just like you.
Either fucking Donald Duck.
Yeah, all the not pants wearing people.
Squidward's kind of the same.
It's like, what are you doing? Just don't wear clothes.
Yeah,
it's fine.
And you know what's weird in like the Sonic universe? Some of the animals have clothes and some of them don't. What's up with that?
Very few. Like,
what is
girls
that?
have clothes on.
Well, not originally actually. So I was actually looking at the original animated series.
Why were you there?
The one that I
Why were you there, Derek?
Because we were talking about it on the fucking episode when you were wearing a minor on your shirt.
You fuckface! How'd you flip this on me? You suck a dick. Well, you had a minor on your. A minor? No.
It was so pointed.
Those guys, Jacques Hughes, motherfucker! You're trying to get me.
I just was, and you fucking flipped it.
But, no, but like
the idea of having a minor on your shirt is so crazy because that's such an allocation, like that some people fall under.
Right. With that,
This man has a minor on his shirt.
With a complete lack of context, that sounds bad.
It's like there's nothing really intrinsically wrong with that at all.
Like if somebody had a random
Like if they had the Home Alone poster or whatever on their shirt, it's like fucking whatever.
This man has
have a minor on his shirt.
You fucking freak.
This man has a picture of children in his wallet, and it's like they're my kids. They're still children.
They're still minors, mate. It's like, you know how some of they have the bearskin rug baby picture. You know that one? You know that like that.
God.
You know that's like a trope. I don't know anyone that's ever done that before.
Wait, what do you mean?
There's the trope of somebody puts it's the bearskin rug by a fireplace and they put their naked baby on the bearskin.
So
that's a trope photo.
So some Puerto Rican people,
I've never seen that in my life.
You've
never seen that?
I don't even know what that trope is.
They have naked pictures of like the little picture of their baby, like their first picture of them completely naked on their fucking like the big, because it's like when you walk into a Puerto Rican's house, you turn to the left of the wall where the door is, and there's a big fucking picture of the whole family there. That's how all the ones I remember in this were. So that's how my grandma didn't.
Ours was to the right.
Nah, you see, my grandma didn't do that because she's half black and not insane. So what happens is that my cousins, though, I'd walk in and there's a picture of my 3 cousins with their little baby dicks out immediately as soon as you walk in the house. And they'd be like, Mom, please get rid of that. I can't bring my friends over to see that. They're going to make fun of my baby penis. I can't.
It was bigger there, too. That's what's crazy.
It's insane, dude. I don't know what...
I can't find any, like, but, like, this is, like, the idea is...
Oh, right, yeah.
There's, like, a thing like that, and then...
I have to say, I've never seen that specific trope, but I know the general thing.
There's a thing like that, because usually they'll have, like, settings. If anyone who's ever gone to, like, a photo studio... Yeah, where let's do the star shots for your stupid fucking baby.
I haven't done that shit in so long. I remember we used to do that like every 2 years we did that shit in my family for a while. And
I feel like that is dead for our generation. Like
we hated it. We loathed that shit.
It's because it's fake as fuck. That's why.
Yeah, it'd be arguments between me and my cousins and shit like that, and then like picture time.
Yeah, I had to go with my mom. I was in some fucking Bill Cosby sweater. Like I'm fucking, we're all dressed all nice and this stupid.
I have one of mine on my fucking.
I feel like a family function and then taking pictures. That's real.
That's better. Yeah. Like I love looking at like candid photographs of like my parents throwing house parties. Because it's just so funny.
It's cool.
And it's real. It's a lot less. I don't mind like a family photo every now and again. Like we do one for like New Year's every year. Like we have like a we.
You guys do like some Christmas? Oh, not sorry. You said New Year's?
Yeah, we get everybody together, and then we, like after everybody's drunk or whatever, and we the ball drops and we take a picture of everybody who's there. It's
every
like,
single
show. But like the whole studio thing.
It's like me and my fucking little ass nephew. I found a picture of the picture.
That's you?
Yes, me when I was little.
Dude, you look so Caribbean there. It's crazy.
Which one?
Dude, I look mad.
Which one?
Which one? The non-dark-skinned one is me.
Which one is you? I don't know. I can't.
Wow. I love how non-racist you are.
No, it's fine. They moved. It's fine. Yeah. Which one is you? It's like the one that looks somewhat like me, at least.
You look like you like immediately were like,
I was
jerk chicken or so. I don't know. You were saying something.
Oh, ouch. Okay. I liked Johnny cakes and beef patties. That was my.
Yeah. There's a photo of me when I was like 3 or 2 or something, and my parents put me in like, I don't even know where you get these, but they were velvet suspenders.
Velvet? Isn't that supposed to be like a sexy thing?
No, it's,
like, I don't guess. Isn't velvet like romantic?
No, it's kind of like there was like. I don't know. There's like suede or whatever. It's just like a weird fucking fabric. And I just remember being like, "Why'd you put me in that?" And they're like, "We thought you looked dumb, so we put you."
We thought you looked,
and it was funny.
Emphasis on dumb. All caps.
We knew you'd be stupid.
You look so stupid, you dumb bitch.
So we chose to make you look more stupid.
We thought you would look really dumb in these clothes, so we put you in them, and we were right.
That's having a child. You're at the mercy of a psychopath until you're 18.
That's true. I mean, I see a lot of people, the shit that they put their fucking animals in, and I'm like, oh, man.
Lily was like, would you be mad if we got a dog and I dressed it? I was like, as long as you don't dress it when we go outside. Like, you can dress it in the house. That's fine. That's for our enjoyment. But, like, when you go outside, you just look weird having a dog. Because I was talking to her about the whole thing we were talking about, like, the idea of having, like, Instagram for your pets. I want Instagram for my pet just to see the age of my dog. Like every week I take a picture and see how much bigger it gets.
You can do that without putting it on Instagram.
Yes, so what? But
so
I
like that.
do that.
It's just a poor excuse. Just be honest. You just want to show your dog off to the world.
Well, no, it's the idea of being have a catalog of it. That's why.
You can do that on your phone.
I know I could do that.
No, I kind of know what he means.
But I'll just have a catalog.
I don't, because you know what would be easier to do that? You make a folder, and each time you take a picture, you put it in that folder.
Yeah, that's true.
That is much faster than making a fucking account.
That's fine.
Like it just said, just be honest.
I think the thing is like I think the thing about it is like
exactly.
if it's on the internet, then it's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't it's there forever. I've lost so many photos on my phone just like
if my phone breaks
over the course of
right, some random shit, right?
There are so many ways to back up shit that it's inexcusable.
I don't back anything up.
I haven't.
Well,
that's
your fucking problem.
Well, it's my strength, in fact, because
it is.
Guess who hasn't had like any of their shit leaked ever? All these people are like, oh, I'm gonna. You remember the fappening when everybody had their fucking nudes
what do you mean?
pulled up to the fucking iCloud?
Famous celebrities that
Hell
are dumb,
yeah.
All of
that
them?
were dumb enough to get fished.
And
you know it was fishing, right?
What do you mean fishing?
They didn't fucking crack any clouds.
He's telling me every celebrity's a fucking fisherman now.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
They literally
Celebrity.
They went to celebrity. That was weird.
That is so much dumber than I could ever believe. It would be. I don't believe in celebrities.
Wait, we gotta get to this question.
Yeah.
It says, hey Kingston, did Kitty really need to say the N-word to Storm in God Loves Man Kills?
Yeah, she was proving a point.
Is that real?
Yeah, she said if she didn't call her it, she said, but if someone would call you an N-word lover, that'd be different as well.
Who said that?
Kitty said it to Storm. They were having an
Kitty
argument
Pride?
because Kitty is Jewish, and they were having an argument about culture. And it was she said the N-word. She wasn't calling her it. She was just saying the word in context, like conversationally. So a bit aggressive, but she wasn't angry at her. She was just saying the word in anger.
She didn't have to say it.
She could have
But, like,
said something
whatever.
else, but also at the same time, it's like there's context. Like that context is kind of.
She said it for emphasis.
That's the fine parameters.
I think
of it.
It needed a sting. It needed
I needed to
little
teach
bite.
that dumb Harlem African fucking sky-faring bitch a fucking lesson.
take this bitch down a peg. She's like, oh, I was a queen.
I'm a goddess. I got a fat ass. And so what?
Dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Kill you.
Boom.
I saw this thing recently where it was like
Pull you into
Kitty
magma.
Pride, or not Kitty Pride. It was Storm confronting someone where she was like, "No, your powers they're a gift or whatever." But she was talking to somebody who like, I think every time they touch something, it dies.
Oh, Rogue.
Is it Rogue?
Ragu. I think that's how you say her name.
Ragu, the
Yeah.
sauce.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, she shoots white stuff out of her hands, and they're like, I guess it's kind of like, wait, Ragu's not even white. Sorry.
No, it's not.
Stop now.
I was
Never
thinking
mind.
of that other shit.
Well, Storm.
What's the cum sauce called again?
Mayonnaise,
Yeah.
Alfredo?
Thank you.
vodka.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I would be in a mutant. It is a gift because like she can go around just touch people and killing them and taking their memories and like becoming like I don't know. I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
Yeah, but Storm is like way cool. Like she has a way cooler power set than.
Luckily,
like she's like chilling.
Her
Like she's got
powers-
superpowers basically. Like she's not a mutant really.
Well, she is. She
You would
is,
never
but,
know
like,
it.
No, she is, but
Other
you know
people-
what I mean?
Her powers don't her powers don't exactly harm her life.
Right.
No.
Well, they don't at all, really.
They actually it massively improve it
Oh,
in
it does.
every way, shape,
It
or
does.
form.
Except for the bigotry part. But other than that, like, you know.
Yeah, but she chooses that.
She doesn't have to let them know, but she's proud.
Right.
And that's
yeah.
fine, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like
I
one
mean,
of
I'd be proud too, and I would just throw like fucking giant ice blocks on people who had a problem with it.
I would just strike them. I would just strike their kids with lightning.
Their kids, their kids didn't do anything.
Hey, where's your sons at?
Like, oh, man, when I make fun of me for something I can't control, yeah, because can't control him dying.
Fucking
I would electrically strike the gas man in the house and blow up
now
the fucking home.
you just ensured that person joined Friends of Humanity.
Yeah, now strike him too.
Well, I mean,
Storm could make a fucking stump.
why doesn't Storm? It's because of Charles. Charles is a bitch, dude.
No, he's not. He's just not.
He's a bitch. If it wasn't for Charles, the Friends of Humanity would have been eradicated a long time ago.
Yeah, you know what would have happened? Now it would have happened with all of humanity. Period. You think Magneto's gonna stop?
Magneto just wants. Yes.
He's not. He would not stop. Now when he becomes, he would stop. But
Brother,
before,
Magneto didn't just want to destroy humanity.
Magneto just wants lower taxes.
Yeah,
That's
he wanted
it.
lower taxes. And then unfortunately, he didn't get enough of the vote.
So he kind of got radical.
Yeah.
But it makes sense why he got there. It's not his fucking fault. If you opened a book and realized that, Magneto had some good points, which he does. It really sucks, man. You don't have a lot of good points.
Well, let's try and get one more out of the way. Finally finished the Mass Effect trilogy, which got me thinking. How would you rate the Mass Effect games? Personally, I think it goes 1, 3, 2. Mass Effect 1 was fantastic with the exception of driving. Also, I saved Ashley because Womanizer Shep needed more women. That's crazy.
Was the only reason I saved him too. Caden's a little bitch.
He sucks, but he's like, Ashley's a fucking racist.
Yeah, but she also becomes not racist, and then you smash.
I never found out because the bitch died.
All right, keep going.
I was like, you stay here and die.
Mass Effect 2 felt weaker gameplay wise and less like an RPG. It had a great story though and cool characters. I was shocked they got rid of the overheating weapon system and just switched to regular ammo clips like every other game. I don't remember the overheating weapon system that well.
The overheating's in 1.
The overheating, to me, it doesn't matter because there's so many. Like the advantage of having the overheating system is that you don't have to worry about ammo, but there's so many clips everywhere in the game in the one moving forward. It's the same thing.
Running out of ammo in Mass Effect 2 is almost impossible.
The only reason I think they added the clips is just because it's just satisfying to load and reload the little. And then, it's just, I think it was just satisfactory.
Yeah, they didn't, because I mean, Halo also had like overheating weapons, so it's not like a Mass Effect exclusive thing.
Yeah,
that was in sci-fi. That was in a lot of sci-fi.
Every
games.
weapon in Mass Effect was overheating.
And number one, and the first one, it was all overheating,
right.
But it was like, because it just made sense to why have ammo this being this advanced in the future, but it's just not a satisfying thing to do when you're with guns. Everyone loves fucking loading, if you don't have to reload, cool, because it's just faster to get into the fight. But the idea is you're going to
reloading is part of it. It's also the most, like in Gears when you would get like the active
the little
reload.
mini game.
Dude, it's
nice.
That's one of those things that I'm sad.
Come on.
Ding, it is the red bar. You're like,
nice. I really want to play that game again.
And a fucking,
but,
fucking what are they called? The little hobblers?
The wretches.
Oh, the wretches.
Yeah. But the the reloading is just like fun. Like I don't know, like even in VR, like
riggers.
little riggers coming at you.
That's what they want to call them.
They don't.
It was so soft. Like I barely heard it.
Boo.
John, that's not what they're called. I thought it would be better if we did. John, stop. We can't call them. But he's like, but I think Marcus Phoenix would want that.
I don't think he would.
I think Marcus Phoenix, and then Cole would get upset, and it starts another little dialogue tree or something.
It's not that kind of game. I think he can really do it though.
You know what? I'm gonna walk.
Dude,
I'm gonna walk.
I gotta say, like,
it doesn't even sound like that in real life. He just keeps the voice on for some reason.
He's a method voice actor.
Playing VR specifically, if there's any like FPSs in VR, reloading in VR is one of the most satisfying fucking things possible.
Right.
It is so goddamn cool. Like being like pulling the clip back, fucking. It's so cool. Like Resident Evil 4 VR. I never played the new one in VR, but I heard it was really good too.
The original one?
Well, the remake.
You never played the remake?
There's a VR version of the remake, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
I didn't play that one, but I played like the original. There's a VR version of the original.
Yeah.
And I just spent I think most of my playtime in that game isn't even in the game. It's just in like the fucking targeting range. Because it is just satisfying.
If I played Resident Evil, if they had a Resident Evil 5 VR game, I would never stop playing that game.
Yes, you would.
Because I would grab them by the necks. I'd grab them by their fucking necks.
It would be kind of nuts. I would play.
That is so crazy.
I'd play Mercenaries for like way too long. Like that would be, and then so I would mod it to where there's nothing but the black ones.
They'd all be skinny.
I don't want those
scared.
I don't want those ones that I'm like, oh, are you like Moroccan or something? Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of you, North African pussy.
I want
sub-Saharan
Africans, and I want them to be terrifying to me. I want them to be like, yo, please go away.
You mod their face to where they're still coming at you, but they're like fucking scared.
That is such dedicated racism.
They're saying, please stop. They're saying, please stop, leave me alone. and I'm shooting them. I'm haymakering them. I'm suplexing them, kicking their faces off.
That is such a
dedicated.
Do you know that one scene? You know that one scene in 5 where you first encounter like the big ass mob in 5?
Yeah,
it's like
when the helicopter flies over and it's the guy with the axe like doing.
Yeah, so like that whole sequence where there's a bunch of people and you basically it's recommended to run away from them and try to fight them.
I kill them.
Right. So, but imagine they were just getting out of like a convention. they were just, oh man, that was good, man. That was really nice.
You look at the camera footage of Resident Evil 5, right? There's camera footage. There's like cameras all over. And they're like, please, we don't know what's going on. None of them are infected. The axe guy's not real. The chainsaw guy was just chopping some lumber. He puts it down. He's like, oh, is something wrong? And you're just beating the fuck out of them.
He came at you because he saw you killing his brothers. The chainsaw guy was fine before he was fixing, because there's like an AC.
The electric thing.
Yeah,
I know down and it shocks
that
him.
motherfucker was like fixing shit, and then he was just seeing in the distance like, oh my god, he's killing my village, and then he's like, ah! And then you shock him to death.
He comes at you, and he's like, please stop. He's like holding it in front. He's like, please stop hurting us. I don't want to do this.
Yeah, see, the problem is you don't know the language.
Take out an RPG.
He's on fucking fentanyl or something? Like, what's going on with him?
What's that?
Why is he seeing all this?
He's fucking traumatized. He's shell-shocked.
How you have to be so remarkably shell-shocked to have a consistent hallucination.
Yeah.
For the duration of Resident Evil, like the entire part of it.
Right.
Sheva's not even real.
For 14 hours, dude, you are hallucinating a very consistent narrative in front of you.
That is amazing. Dude, Sheva not being real is like, how did he pull off some of the things that he pulled off?
Like the thing they gotta throw up that I get things done. It's just him, like, he's like, he's willing it down. Like, there's this lock fiction, he's just like, ding, and it just goes down.
Sheva is literally just a plastic bag that latched itself onto his belt, and he assumes has been following him this whole time.
And then like, because sometimes you'll ask for stuff like, give me a grenade, and he just pulls it out of the bag and
he hands it to himself. Yeah. Thanks, Sheva.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sheva. He's talking to a plastic bag.
That's so stupid.
Dude, I love that game. I cannot wait. That is one of 5 games that I'm so excited to play. Like, I cannot wait for that.
I want it
I could bet by 26, 27.
I want it quicker. Much quicker.
I'm going to dial up the racism to an 11.
It'll probably be 26 though. I'm sad.
26.
I'm sad because
I might be dead by then.
I might be dead by that's
dead or gay. We're just saying.
Wait, can you not play it if you're gay?
Same thing as dying.
Anyway,
are you RFK? What is happening?
This version of me is dead if I'm gay.
If you're gay, there's a 100% probability you will get AIDS. There's no way around it.
You can't avoid AIDS.
We can't keep having processed foods in our stores. We have to get rid of every single processed.
When he starts to shake, I'm like, wow.
Processed foods causes gayness, and gayness causes AIDS.
Fucking moron.
There's no everything he said. Like, did you see
hate that fear mongering too?
Do you see how he has a new thing? It's called MAHA.
I saw that and I immediately thought of the Amanda show. And no. So I didn't. That's a lie. I didn't immediately see it. I saw MAHA and I was like,
MAHA.
What is that? And then I scrolled up and I saw that.
You saw the fucking picture,
and I heard it in my head. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me!
Damn! I was like, you're dude.
I heard it in my head too, like vividly.
Anyone in our generation and younger, they can't fuck with MAHA or MAHA, whatever. They can't fuck with that. It's attached to Amanda Bynes, and they can't take that shit seriously at all. Even if they don't know anything about RFK Jr.'s policies or how insane he is, they're gonna be like, what is this clown shit? It's just
all processed foods. Or did you find more porn?
All processed foods. Like, I'm sure he's just like, he thinks GMOs are all bad. Everything's that GMOs.
It's D&D stuff. It's not porn. I swear.
Gay modified.
All my porn is hidden now.
All the GMOs are gay.
Hidden.
Do you know that's why they call it GMOs? Because they're gay.
Gay mega online.
They're gay. If you eat them, you'll get the online chip, which is programmed to turn you gay. And
It's real.
It's all real. Trust me. Don't look it up.
It's all real. Trust me. Don't look it up. Is RFK's slogan.
Don't look it up. Just don't look into it.
I would absolutely buy that shirt. It's just RFK. Trust me. Don't look it up.
Trust me. That's actually.
Trust me. Don't look it up. That's great.
fucking fantastic merch.
If I were him, I would lean into that.
If I were me, I'd do it.
If I were,
If I were me.
Bro,
ask me,
I 1000%.
If
I want a shirt of that. That's a fucking great shirt.
I'm not gay.
It is a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of here. I guess.
Yeah, let's get out of
The
here.
question was though.
Okay. Let's answer real fast.
Just I guess the order of which.
order.
we would do. We would rank them as.
Yeah, interesting. What was his reasoning? He said that there was less RPG mechanics.
Oh yeah, so one.
I just like that about
So
two as well.
one, he's like fantastic except for the driving. Two, he said it felt weaker gameplay wise, which I think is crazy. But like less like an RPG is valid. And then three, he said felt good all the whole way through. Derek is right about the DLC being fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Three. It's hard for me to balance between. If I'm gonna be objective about it, I feel like in overall 3 is the best of every, because it really has just the gameplay, you know, the weapons, the scenery, everything is just kind of like
better.
It's just better, but like I enjoyed 2 much more just because of the experiences, some of the all of the loyalty missions. That's basically the game. The game is the loyalty missions.
That's literally how I feel about the Halo games. Where I'm
Yeah.
like 3 is better, but 2 is
It's just
my favorite.
It's so much more. It's like a merit to it.
I can't rank them. I think all of them are equally.
Did you
good
play
as the other
3?
ones. Yeah, I finished all the series.
Oh, you finished it? I don't remember.
I finished it a while ago. Like
You
last
did?
year.
Oh, you never. I don't know.
I finished all of them.
I remember because like harassing you for not finishing it, and then you.
I
just
did play
it.
one. One was a fantastic story. Really good at forging the world, the beginning of the world. The RPG aspect of it is very, very cool.
Let's be real. The reason why, like, I think you like
But
one
I
the
like
best
this
is because
one.
of.
I like this one though.
Yeah, no, but still, I think that counts. So let's talk about the Legendary Edition. Which one's the best out of those 3? I think you think 1 is the best because of Matriarch Benesia.
She's also just a fucking.
I feel like she's
divine, bro.
yeah, because she's just like they just giant blue tits, and so I think that really
The thing is
sold
that
it for
a
you.
lot of them have built big. That's what they're called, right?
Yeah, they started
Right.
with big ass.
They have big titties, but then for her, she just had enormous blue titties. And
Enormous
I was
blue
like, oh, this is
titties that
great.
are just out, like her. You know how like the medieval corset kind
Yeah,
of thing.
it's just invisible. And I'm like, jackpot.
All right.
I murdered her when Liara wasn't around. They're supposed to have a thing when Liara's supposed to be there.
Oh,
it
is definitely you can skip a step. You can skip a step.
I just murdered her. I was like, she was like, "Hey, kill me," and I was like, "All right, bitch." And I shot her.
She does get mad if you didn't bring her. She mentions that. I remember that.
Man, I'm like, "Shut up, you fucking."
But yeah,
bitch.
there's a lot of times where I'm like, I don't give a fuck. A lot of times there's certain characters that are just not designed well for what I want to do, and I'm like, I'm not bringing you. You're just gonna fuck up my my strategy.
I simply
even if you should be there, I'm like, I don't care.
I would bring what's his name, Rex. That was my bro. I bring Rex everywhere.
Dude,
I love seeing him beat the fuck out of people.
The most OP thing you can do in 2 is just get Garrus with the sniper and fucking I forgot Zaid. Because Zaid's the DLC mercenary.
Girl, right? Oh no, that's the other dude. Dude, yeah.
Yeah, so there's Kasumi, the DLC's Kasumi, and then Zaid. Zaid's a British little fuck. Oh, I'm a little son of a bitch. His mission's fun because you can also fuck him over because he wants to get revenge, and you can be like, I don't care. I want to save people, and then get a huge like 20 boost of Paragon.
Yeah,
or you can be like, no, let's kill that guy, and I always fuck him over because like Zaid's kind of a cunt. Well, I don't give a fuck. And then you punch him because he's being a little like he's being a little hostile, and you can punch him in the face and be like, calm the fuck down, because he gets so crazy that he doesn't get his revenge. And he's like, oh yeah, and I'm like, calm down, you British fuck, calm down. But yeah, if you get those 2 snipers, they are machines.
I've seen Garrus at the end of the game. Garrus was cutting down Reapers like it was fucking Boston. It was insane. He was just eliminating people from me, and I was like, nice.
I love that. I love and then and also you can use Kasumi as an alternative because her move, her ninja, it's just as good as a sniper. It's a one shot.
That shit is really powerful.
Going dark, and then she just nope, you're dead. Like, but yeah, good stuff. Anybody else that hasn't played the Mass Effect trilogy, get the Legendary Edition. It's probably really cheap right now.
It's cents.
Yeah, so just get it, and it's
Yeah.
the best
I'll get it.
value.
On Steam Deck, it's a perfect.
Does it
purchase.
run natively on Steam Deck? Well,
Yeah.
Does it? I didn't check.
because I've been questioning because like I have it on PlayStation, which I could stream to the Steam Deck,
Right.
but I just don't. I don't know. I don't know if I want to bother with that. I'd rather have it native. You know what I mean?
Pretty
Like I'm
good.
playing System Shock native right now, and it's like
I want
you
to
know,
bring my Steam Deck to the gym, but I feel like that's so disrespectful.
that is so dumb.
I feel like that's disrespectful.
For like when you're doing cardio?
Yeah.
Like on the treadmill,
Treadmill or like using the bikes or anything or elliptical. Just use the fucking.
maybe. Yeah,
I like that so.
Treadmill would be good.
counterintuitive.
Do a fast power walk and play. Good work. It's a little, I don't know. I feel like that's too distracting.
I feel like
for
it's
me.
disrespectful. It's disrespectful to people there.
It's
Like,
not disrespectful. I see
like I'm
people
there
like,
and I'm like,
I see people with books. I see people with tablets.
Yeah.
Like I feel like tablets is a little overkill because you can just use your phone. But there's people that want to
What I do
watch
is
something bigger.
I just watch YouTube videos. I just watch YouTube videos while I'm doing my cardio.
Yeah, like well, I don't see anything wrong with the
how long do you
entertaining
do
yourself.
cardio for?
An hour usually.
Like an hour straight?
I would cut it to 40.
Oh, it's just usually when I'm doing days of like lower body workout, I do lower body and then I do like cardio at the end.
Yeah.
Usually, you're supposed to just
Oh,
do
yeah.
cardio. You're supposed to just probably do cardio. Like the thing is that if you really want to hit the muscle groups properly, you're supposed to do one kind of exercise a day. But I only go to gym 3 times a week, so I'm trying to do like because of the fact we work early in the day. If I work out at home before I come to work and do this, I'm gonna be fucking dead. I'm not gonna be able to do anything.
Yeah.
So like, I want to try to do like Mondays and like Fridays. I try to work out at home in the morning. I do like upper body stuff. I have a bunch of weights and stuff like that at the house. I can do that.
Or do you want to do like? Are you specifically like you can't work out at night?
I'm just by the nighttime. I'm fucking out of the energy of doing it. I'm just out of the mood to do it. So I'd rather do it early so I get it done with.
I wish I could do it at night. Like, but I don't know what it is.
Easier.
Like,
It's just you're done with the day. You know, you're like.
I was for a while. I was
I tried
doing
it for the
at
beginning
night,
of the month.
but only when it made sense. Like otherwise, I wouldn't do it. I always prefer mornings just because, obviously, just for the same reason. That's when you have the most energy. So you have the most energy when you wake up. You get up. One thing is though, you don't really do anything to help yourself out with like any caffeine or anything to like kind of balance you out. So
I don't do caffeine stuff like
yeah, so like that's the hardest thing though, like working out in a way that you're not just sustaining a good shape, but when you're actually trying to burn and lose weight, you gotta overexert yourself, and then without kind of leveling yourself out, it's really tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough to do other things.
That's my thing. I tried to like I would at first I would work out to like the idea was I'm just working out to like exercise, but I'm trying to do going to failure. Trying to be doing that like I processed lately, so that shit's been fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It's been fucking painful because after every workout I'm like hurting. I'm like, all right, let's do the next one. Give myself like 5 minutes to do the next one, but I'm enjoying it. I actually really enjoy going to the gym now. It feels good.
Yeah, it's good. That's one thing. There's always that moment when there's people that don't do it that often, or it's like, say, I want to get JoJo back into the gym again, and I wanted to hit that point where she's like, "Oh, I love this now," because either you do or you don't. And like I've always enjoyed it. I've always enjoyed the gym and stuff like that. But then there's other people that are like, I don't really, they don't really do it. It wasn't like a cultural thing to them.
Yeah.
But then somebody can cross that threshold where they're like, oh, I really like this now.
Yeah, it feels the feelings. Like, I woke up, I at least did this today.
I guess
don't
it's
have to
kind of
worry about
anything.
much.
Yeah, that's anything really.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, say if you're not much of a gamer or something, and then like say you can play games enough to be like, oh no, I really like this. I play video games now. Like I know people like that too.
I'm trying to get Lily to play shooting games. I want her to be able to get good at them, but I feel like it's
It's too late.
That's
It's too late.
that's
She's
a
out
little
of it.
bit that's a little different, right?
Does she play anything?
She plays Animal Crossing. She plays cozy games.
Like what?
Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley,
Frostpunk.
Bear and Breakfast,
Probably,
Super
maybe.
Market Simulator. She loves Mario Kart, Mario Party.
I heard you played a Doom Eternal.
I couldn't imagine her playing that game. I couldn't.
It's so fucking. That game is hard, man.
Dude. I
She
got
started
good
with
at
the
that
DLC.
game.
I heard.
The old gods or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The Old Gods is such a fucking like. I only played the first one because how little fun I had. I was like, I'm not enjoying.
You're
this.
not
I'm not enjoying this at all. Like, I don't want to play this anymore.
That's a game. That's like the Elden Ring DLC. It's like you can't play it. You can't jump into the Doom Eternal DLC after months away from Doom Eternal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta. I think it's the reason why like I just didn't have a problem with the DLC for Elden Ring. Like a lot of people did. Like we were talking about like, oh, the difficulty spike is crazy. It's like because I was playing for like weeks before that.
I was cheating. I was just Blasphemous Blade. That weapon is so fucking stupid in the game. It's insane.
Yeah, I put it down finally. I'm just like, there's too much to play at this point.
I finished
like,
it. It's a good game. Very, very good experience. I
put 180 hours into it. I'm good.
That's more than enough. That's more than
You
enough.
played the game.
I'd rather finish. I want to go back and finish Sekiro actually, because that's one that I never actually finished.
Oh, you didn't beat it?
No.
Huh.
2019 was a stacked year, and so like I think when I got like to a certain point,
2019?
2019 was
Sounds like it. Yeah.
2019 was weirdly
I
stacked.
thought it was 2018, but I could be wrong.
Well, 2018 had 3 big ones. That was Spider-Man, Red Dead, and God of War.
Yeah.
But outside of like 2019 had like we just did like a Game of the Year thing over the last 10 years on Sacred Today. Hold on. 2019 video games. I know Sekiro was one of them. It was Sekiro, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Devil May Cry 5, Control, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Death Stranding, The Outer Worlds, Gears 5, Borderlands 3, I remember. Anthem.
What? That came out? I thought, whoa, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was soon. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense because 2017 was Andromeda. That's right.
Yeah, and then it was just like that was a lot. Crash Team Racing was that year too as well. So that was like a busy year for me in general. I was like, I don't got time. In addition to the backlog stuff that like fell over into that year from the last year, I was just like, oh man,
Anthem was a mess, dude. Holy
it's
shit.
crazy.
It's I finally tried it maybe earlier in this year. Oh, actually, I think I was in this apartment, so not even that long ago. I think it was in June. I tried it because I was like, I've never tried it.
Really? Wait, how?
You can still play it, and there's like 3 people.
You tried
still.
it in this apartment?
Sorry, I meant my apartment.
Oh,
That
I was
moved to.
about to say.
No, I meant the one that I just moved to. Yeah, that it makes sense.
I
At
thought
all.
like maybe when you were crashing here for a little bit, but I was like, did you download and then delete Anthem
I was
on my machine?
No. Yeah, I was imagining me being in my
Right,
apartment.
no, I got
That's
you,
why
yeah.
I said that. Yes, I tried it, and the flying was it actually. Oh, you can't fly the entire time, which I thought was a little.
Yeah.
I was like, you can actually. So there is a meter where you. After
This is the problem with flying in video games. You can't. No one can convince me that you can make this fun. If there was flying in a video game as like a superhero, as like a person, that was fun, it would have been done by now. We've seen so many fucking things at this point. We made Death Stranding fun.
Yeah.
Before we figured out how to make flying fun. You can't do it. It's not possible.
It has to be like some insanely like the maps were gorgeous when I was playing the game.
It's a good looking game.
I was like, this is good. Didn't care about anything that was happening, really. That's the big problem. Not even remotely. And some of the models look really stupid of what you can choose in between. So the combat was fine. It wasn't that bad, but I was like, I imagine somebody that plays Destiny should try this, and I bet they'll be like, Destiny's just way better. Like this doesn't.
That's kind of how I felt.
This doesn't matter because there's something way better out there as a looter shooter.
Well, dude, I remember I didn't hate it. Like it was definitely a failure.
Yeah.
By every metric, but I would play it and I'd be like, this doesn't feel bad to play. Like I like shooting things.
Yeah.
It feels okay, but it's like a Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League kind of thing where it's like that's not really good enough, really. Like you're jumping into a market that nobody wants this from you guys.
No one.
Like nobody wants this from
Not a
BioWare.
soul.
Like no one's asking for this. Like even like Bungie is one thing, right? Where it's like,
right.
Nobody was necessarily asking for that either, but like at the very least, like they went from like a standard first-person shooter to like a looter shooter. They're still in their wheelhouse, kind of. Like they're doing weird offshoot things that aren't traditional, but like they're still like where they belong.
Yes. Just
we want RPGs from BioWare.
The dumbest fucking man. It is it will be interesting case studies over time of like look at this time period of this company. Yeah. Wow. just wow. That's all I can say.
I don't think Bungie's gonna make it, man. They've had
who?
Bungie. They've had a very.
They're not gonna make it.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, they'll be fine.
What do you mean? Like you think what their new IP is gonna be shit?
It's gonna flop. Yeah, I think it's gonna flop entirely. I think.
What's it called again? Like with something with an M? What is it?
Marathon.
Yeah, is it?
I don't have faith in Marathon, but we'll see.
Why?
I just don't feel like I feel like they've just. I bet they split themselves too thin. They kind of promised things they weren't ready to put out yet. So I think they're gonna suffer for it. But I don't know.
If BioWare's still around, I think Bungie's got a good decade left. Quite frankly,
Like
there's it just doesn't make sense because the final shape just came out and was great. So it was,
but I feel like
it just doesn't make sense.
I feel like that was their last chance.
What do you mean?
That was their last chance. They've just been disappointed.
Were they struggling?
How is it
I don't
their
know
last
anything about.
Understand, you're about to play the Veilguard.
Oh, I'm aware.
After Andromeda.
No. I'm aware of what is about to happen. I'm aware. Okay, That's why I said a half decent trailer came out, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? Maybe it's better than I thought. If I look at it from this way, Morgan's back. Her hair's different, but that's why."
I don't know. I think my prediction is that Marathon isn't going to slap the way it needs to slap, but I think it's going to be very good. I don't believe that Bungie has literally yet to make a bad video game. So I just have no reason to assume that they would start, really. They have a better batting average than fucking Project Red at this point. You know what I mean?
Red?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, the launches for their last two giant projects were kind of fucking.
Yeah, Cyberpunk on PS4, make no mistake, is probably the worst thing that's ever been created. It's unbelievably bad. You have no idea. There's no police. The crowd goes away when you turn away from it. It barely ran. It was unusable.
Yeah.
It was unplayable on PS4.
Very bizarre choice to even put that shit out on there.
It wasn't their choice. It's clearly shareholders.
Well, yeah.
They were like, we need our money now.
It's just one of those things where I'm like, it's like, how do these fucking shareholders not understand that? I'm like, hey, if you let us do what we need to do, there will be a better return. I don't know. I feel like, isn't that kind of how...
Well, the world of games is we can put a game on
and
that's bad, and then we fix it later on. That's how things work now.
And I remember
okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I remember because you were telling me, before Final Shape came out, because you were hearing whispers about it, right? And he was like, oh, man, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to be good. And it was literally
really good.
It was one of the best expansions they've ever done. So
yeah, very good.
So
very fucking good.
So I don't know. I've heard whispers of Marathon. The people behind the scenes are they're not really sure about it, but that doesn't really mean much to me because there were people internally working on Halo during the time that was popular who were like, "This is fucking stupid. What are we doing? We got rid of this thing that was way better. Everybody's gonna hate this," and it was the most celebrated shit they've ever done. So I'll wait to see. Yeah. It could be good. It could be bad. I don't really know what to make of Bungie right now. They're kind of in a nebulous state right now. But we shall see. They're definitely. It's going to be weird because they have an offshoot studio now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on with that, but let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Let's read our $25 and up patrons over at patreon.com/snarktank. Get on over there, or we'll kill you. And we will. This is all of us saying this. Count me down.
3,
2, 1.
I forgot to count him down for the countdown.
Hey, count me down real quick, and I'll count you down.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Chris on his deathbed. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. That'd be amazing. I hope that's my last words.
That would be pretty great.
Unfortunately, it's probably going to be
yeah, it's do you remember who I just saw a clip. Somebody clipped it. It was I asked you to do Keith David dying or getting hurt.
I could it was me saying I could do an impression of anybody getting hurt.
Yeah.
And you said do Keith David dying.
that was a good one.
Stupid.
Ow. You struck me.
Ouch.
Ouch, my penis.
All right.
I never thought I'd be in this much pain.
Broly backshotting
I'm in so much
Sweeney.
pain. I can't breathe. What's going on?
Wow.
Kingston curb stomping a baby with Link's iron boot. Babe Triarch Benezia's big blue bouncing bazongas.
Yeah. How funny. How funny.
That's crazy.
What a
imitating life, bro.
For real.
Stop lying, Chris. We know you're white. Putting a spider on the head of your penis while I force you to watch. The Kiwi who spent the last 6 months binging the Snark Tank and now has a golf ball size hole in his frontal lobe.
Nice.
Excellent.
Hope you make it. Seriously though.
Yeah, good luck with that, man. If RFK can survive a worm eating it, you can survive our show. Bathing in pure. By the way, that has recontextualized my entire feeling of how important the brain is.
The brain fixes itself. It creates different pathways.
I mean, evidently not well.
Yeah. It was definitely created the way it should have been, and then it could kind of compensate somewhat. But you could also end up like talking like this and being like vaccines will make you suck your own dick.
I really can't.
That's what happened to me.
I can't. I really
blowing the fuck out of myself.
I blew my throat out by sucking my own dick.
Stop. Okay, that's not that. Make fun of the voice, but not why it's there.
Don't trust vaccines.
Don't trust vaccines. They did it to me on purpose. I ate too many processed foods, and now my throat went away.
My throat went away.
He really thinks processed foods, by virtue of being processed, are bad for you, and not what they put in it. Like, that's genuine. Like, he thinks the process of processing is bad.
You're such a fucking moron.
That is so insane.
He's really not.
It's actually crazy.
It hurts. Like he's it's just so stupid. He's so fucking stupid.
He's never opened a book. He's like never.
It's terrifying that they're like people. We mentioned earlier. People
he opens a Where's Waldo and can't stop seeing Waldo. Like, it's just and everyone's fucking Waldo. Everyone's out. Everyone's Waldo. Everyone's out to get me, and they're all looking right at me.
I just watched a real quick. I just watched a documentary about Wyatt Earp and versus the Cowboys.
What do you mean?
I just watched a Netflix documentary, a series on Wyatt Earp versus the Cowboys. You know the tall tale.
No.
What the fuck is that? Whiter?
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp.
I don't know that.
I don't know what that is.
Are you not, the Tombstone, Arizona?
I don't
The
know.
OK Corral, the gun. Wait,
I know the OK
I know
Corral.
about Tombstone. I know. I've heard of that.
So you know the tale of Wyatt Earp.
I know the movie Tombstone. Is it that?
I know Golden
yes.
Corral.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So it's based off of Golden Corral.
Yeah.
Long story short, all I was going to talk about is that whole situation got it turned into politics of the North versus the South, and it was hilarious watching it because of how I'm like mad that like, oh, people are not even remotely smarter. It's the same thing where you literally could say the most untrue bullshit, and because of the political divide, it just makes it true. So it's like the North versus the South, right? And so like all you got to do is just say like, oh, Wyatt Earp has he has a permanent dick in his ass, and because he represents the North, the South will believe it. Is that RFK Jr.?
Yeah.
I thought that was Frankenstein Monster for a second.
This is the worm.
I thought that was Bobby Hill for a second, and I was like,
I don't know what it is.
Bobby Hill doesn't have that type of head.
Yeah, Bobby
he
Hill.
got a dome. He got a dome on him now.
Bobby Hill looks
He's like round as shit. He's like a potato.
Yeah, Bobby Hill looks like.
I don't know you.
I don't know you. Boo. He kicked his
That's Bobby.
Hank Hill.
That looks like Squirtle, but he's like confused.
This is what you'll turn into if you get the vaccine and eat processed foods.
All processed foods are bad. Only eat unprocessed wheat.
Yeah.
Only eat wheat from the.
He doesn't understand that. He doesn't understand that ground beef is processed beef.
Yeah.
Like,
Right? No.
It's
He
been
doesn't.
through a process. He doesn't understand that.
Yeah, he's mixing up like.
Yeah, he thinks additives.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
Is, I mean, adding additives is processing, but it's not all processing,
And it's not all bad. It's like back then when there's still a lot of people out there that think MSG is bad for you.
Right.
It was like that was just bullshit propaganda. It's not true. It's just literally not true.
Yeah,
it's monosodium glutamate. It is not bad for you. It is in the name.
It's literally
It's
not
in the name. It's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, good luck finding shit that isn't processed. Also, like it's.
Yeah, I just fucking. It was the same thing with GMO. They're like, oh,
It's
GMO
exactly,
is bad
yeah.
for you. And I'm like, no, it's not. It can be bad for you if I fucking genetically modify something to have poison in it. Like on a genetic level. Yeah, it could be bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to do that. Can you imagine? What if you know how to make apples have like? Who's that? Is that a tetherball man? Do you know what a tetherball is?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys didn't say anything, so I was like, oh.
That shit you just say to me,
bro, that shit bombed so hard that I'm like, I felt like I was on stage.
Is that tetherball man?
I was still trying to
go right in the eye.
You guys know what a
I was still trying to process what the fuck he drew because it just looked like a fucking teardrop lemon, like a Pikmin almost. Anyway,
yeah.
My little guy.
You know what a tetherball is?
Little guy right
God,
here.
this was such a bad. I bombed so hard.
You bombed so hard that you asked a question.
That's not like God. I got no response. So I'm like, oh.
You didn't even bomb. You just had to make sure you didn't. You had to make sure it's like, do you guys know what a tetherball?
Well, 'cause I'm like, I'm not sure if You niggas didn't do anything.
I know. Because I was looking at it. I was literally it was like, you know, when you load up, like when you would load up an image in like the 90s on that's what my brain. I was like loading the image into my brain slowly.
I always love that for like the naked chick.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, we're about to see some tits. If you would
see
hurry the
tits
fuck
and
up.
You come before you see the face, and you're like, well, I'm logged on. You're already out the room doing something else.
Some fucking dude with a
Stupid.
I'm like, well,
Bathing in Purell for
gay.
marathon sex.
Showed
Bathing in Purell for marathon sex with Tali Zora. Gay Alice in Chains
Let's go.
be like into my butt again. Same old dick in my rear end. The Silver Spermer versus the Goon Gyuk Clan.
The goon yuck there.
Do Alice in Chains gay cover Them Boners.
Them boners.
I am a
Them
homo,
boning.
jerking off a big old pile of them boners. Bam, 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 bam,
Wait,
bam,
what's
bam,
the-
bam,
wait. I'm just a fool for you. We should make a gay cover to that.
I'm just a fool for you?
Yeah.
Who does that
What,
one
the
again?
Cranberries?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Cranberries?
Oh,
You got me
Linger?
wrapped around my finger. We could do a gay cover.
That'd be a
of that.
hard.
we
It's
still
kind
need
of
to
a deceptively hard song.
He's
to
gonna
sing.
do what is it?
You can make
how to
me
how to
good for you.
fuck a
Yeah,
guy.
but it's in so deep. Yeah, that's good.
How to fuck.
Oh, now we're gonna do In Too Deep
By,
by
Sum
Sum 41. I'm in
I'm
too
in
deep,
too deep,
and
And I sucked his meat.
there you go.
And I
gave him
I
some
fucked.
head. This is the same thing.
Now I can't stop fucking coming. I can't stop fucking
no, it would
coming.
have to. Yeah, it would.
Yeah, we can.
There's something there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
We can
something
figure it
there.
out.
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
Something about a Hummer. What is that? What is that? There used to be
Hummer
a
is
sex
a-
move called a Hummer.
So you suck somebody's dick while upside down. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I fucked him while he slumbered, and I'm.
I fucked him into slumber. I fucked him into slumber.
At least that's better than fucking raping.
It's me, Sum 41.
Okay, wait.
Comedy shot Sum 41 here.
It's me, Sum 41 here.
Please keep reading the names so you get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
The
I'm
sun's
a
setting.
rapist.
The sun is setting. Let's get out of here.
Imagine just saying that.
He starts the show that way. Hello, fucking Ohio.
Welcome to the show. I'm gonna rape someone in the crowd here.
Do you know those bazookas where they shoot out shirts? It's just like fucking rags with chloroform on them.
They're unconscious with chloroform.
Crazy.
They're unconscious with their chloroform. Dude,
That is insane.
it's like a face hug that wraps around your face. It makes you pass.
Oh my god! And
That new Alien movie is pretty good, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Did you see it?
I still need to see it.
Romulus.
I mean, it's
Cumulus,
whatever.
yeah.
it's decent, you know.
The
Ge-
vacuous
It looks really
Romulus.
good. I will say that.
Nice.
But they do this thing in it they do one thing in it that I'm like,
Oh, they always got to do.
I don't know
that.
why you did that. I don't know why you brought.
Michael Fassbender in it as a android.
No, but they bring someone back that they didn't need to bring
Oh,
back.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And you're
Is there
just,
someone that we could already guess who it is.
I don't know.
Well, don't say there may be some people that.
I don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you after, but
Okay.
it's distracting and weird. But I mean, it's a cool movie. It just kind of keeps going, and you're just
I
like,
mean,
all right,
I understand.
Aliens, fucking
Aliens.
Alien Cumulus.
Galian Cumulus.
The aliens.
Penis
Hey.
gripping, deep need for dinosaur chicken nuggets. No, Kanye, don't say that. The Jews are not gay. Vaughn of the Dead, Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Nice.
pretty good.
Nice.
That's a classic, though.
That is, yeah, it's a classic, yeah. Meat Spin is my homepage. Round-eyed Asian. Fun fact, Scrungus Bungus, creator of many famous Ugandan Knuckles VR chat moments, is also an experienced 3D furry porn animator. I mean, that doesn't make sense.
surprise me.
Multi-talented. You know?
Multi-talented.
If every furry
Dude, those
died,
those
there'd
VR
be a serious problem in the world. Like, actually.
I don't think so. Do you think those Ugandan Knuckles in VR chat
They were so
videos
funny.
are like not even just like these are modern. These are like in the last like year and a half. I've
Really?
seen
Oh,
these-
it's been
I've
happening
seen
again?
these clips where like he's a popular like avatar in VR chat, and it's usually like a Hispanic guy like speaking proper Spanish in these. They're crazy. They're good videos though.
Uganda Knuckles had me in a chokehold for a little bit, dude. I was laughing way too hard at that shit.
I liked it still.
I had a lot of fun with it.
It died so fast though.
Yeah, I wrote a little metal jingle for it. Actually, one of our listeners said that he was an indie wrestler, like he was on the indie scene, and he wanted to. He asked me permission to use that song as like a. What does it say? Ugandan Uber Alice? What does it say?
Alien spoiler.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
I said I was going to tell you, and then but I will forget.
Uganda.
His Veiny Dick and Me by Chip Skylar, Scooby Rook Raggy, Ripper Reds, and Rune Ricketts.
Oh my god! Ripper Reds, Raggy, Ripper Reds.
That is
Ripper
fucking
Reds.
Ripper Reds and Rune Ricketts is fucking insane. Phallic Timothy Chalamet, Big Peepee come on my Dune walks into the shower to get all the cum down the drain. I ain't hanging out with a bunch of gooners like Valerie in the dead Discord chat. Blair White canonically banging Alex Jones. Derek, go watch the current One Piece anime. Netflix is making a remake with better animation and no filler.
Oh, really? They're actually doing that?
Yeah,
they're doing it like that.
It's the live action, I think, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
No, they're doing that.
They're doing it like that Sailor Moon Crystal.
They're making another One Piece series because of how...
because of people like me.
I fucking... fuck these people, man. I can't. The second coming of Miguel O'Hara's transmask pussy, rotating Miguel O'Hara's transmask pussy in my mind like a rotisserie chicken to flex on people who can't visualize a fucking apple. RFK milking Yogi Bear for eternal gains. Is that a Kennedy?
Is that a Kennedy?
Your neck is delicious.
Oh, help, Boo Boo.
Help, Boo Boo.
He's jerking me off.
He gnaws straight through his fucking bear hide into his neck.
yeah.
Boo Boo, I'm dying. Please shoot me quick. I don't want to change.
Shoot me quick.
Big Meaty Stinks, Jack the World's Fastest Maori, Sween ruining my jokes because he can't fucking read to the tune of DuckTales, but fuck splooge. Death, Shadow of the Epstein Tree, My Dick's So Big I Can Tie It in a Knot and Still Suck It, Andy the Man Whose Handy's in our A tier but not as dandy. Guptil 89%, top 10 hottest Sonic females. That is, I just mentioned that today to Brad.
What?
There's a load of these hotties.
It's an old video from like a YouTuber back in like it must be like 2009, 2010 earliest or latest, I should say. And it's just this guy. He's making like top 10 hottest female Sonic characters. It is a classic video because he just goes like, and without further ado, here we go. And he has a video of him running down the street real fast.
I remember that. Actually,
you know this video?
Yeah.
That video's a classic.
I remember that.
The Sonic universe can be classified as hot chick heaven. I'll never forget that. That video is like ingrained into my fucking head.
Dang, I'm so glad I threw it from Sonic when I was little, man.
She's got 3 tufts of hair like a Native American. And you're like, what the fuck?
I definitely wouldn't be friends with you.
It definitely would have been weirder than I.
Yeah. I would have been friends with you if you were like some Sonic freak.
I'm glad
I wouldn't have let you live with us straight up.
I'm so glad I never touched it. I thought it was cool. I was like, Sonic is cool, but I was like, I'm just not.
I like the games, but just I don't care anything even remotely about any lore, to be honest.
I don't care about. I just thought Sonic looked cool. I thought Sonic, Shadow, and Knuckles looked cool. And
I thought Sonic and Knuckles was a fucking fun ass game. Sonic 3 was cool as fuck too.
I like how Knuckles would get really mad, he didn't know his dad, and he punched the floor.
You see, I don't know anything about that. Like his dad,
that's not even real. That's just some bullshit.
I could believe anything you say about it because I don't know anything.
That's how ignorant you are. Like, yeah.
Heath Smoker, Marvin Straight, heterosexual healing, Gids, rubbing icy out on my freshly shaved and nicked penis and balls, Jordan basketball Penison.
Peterson.
Penison. Jordan basketball Penison. Night Off. Little Niggy.
That's Nicky's
listen.
Nice.
Listen to Korn's happiest song, Daddy. I don't know what that is.
Daddy. It's not a happy song at all, actually.
It's in fact not happy at all.
It's go ahead.
Actually, it's not. It's a very sad song.
Actually,
how you do the voice? Actually, no, wait, what is it? I can do the voice.
Actually,
once you really think about it, it's not really fun at all.
Korn is in fact pretty depressing.
This is pretty harrowing, if I do say so myself.
Oh, why are they named corn? Do we know? Is there a reason?
Honestly, I don't know. All
right.
I feel like I've looked it up before, but it was so it was whatever.
It was just really upsettingly.
Yeah, I think it was
just like really bland and not
Yeah, you're like,
interesting.
oh, that's
you almost feel like an asshole for even looking up why.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, there's no reason for my brain to retain this information.
It's
because-
about as interesting as why Kevin Smith's name is Kevin Smith. Kevin Durant's feet. Who can take a penis, sprinkle it with lube, plug it in the socket, and slurp up
Kevin
all the
Durant's
goo?
feet?
Yeah, his feet are fucking horrid looking.
Dude, he's so ashy. I don't think he's ever seen
The penis
lotion.
man can.
He's never
Lotion is scary.
Iron
bro.
Maiden Trooper, you fuck my ass, but I'll fuck yours
you
too.
too.
If I'll suck you off till my face is blue.
I
Mr.
still want to do
Pants.
that, actually.
Aiden Ross needs to be put down. For proof, look up Aiden Ross fascism. Oh yeah, I know. He doesn't know how to say it.
He calls it
Fascism?
fascism.
Fascism or something. Yeah.
And then when he's trying to like read, like say authoritarianism and all that, he can't say anything. He's such a stupid idiot.
He is legitimately an imbecile.
Yeah.
He's a dumb young kid.
It's just look at all these dumb assholes that are just coming up in the world, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to go on like, oh, the young generation's so fucking fuckers. We were fucked too. We were fucking jackasses as well. But like at the same time,
Well,
it's like,
there was probably somebody who was our age who was that stupid. It's just like they were probably
not
killed.
famous.
Yeah,
You know,
and they weren't.
probably
I think
murdered.
they didn't become really famous.
They didn't
That's
become
the
insanely
problem.
rich by just sitting in front of a camera streaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they would have not made it.
Yeah, no
long.
way.
Like
No
I don't
way.
know. I don't think I actually genuinely. I don't know if I've ever met somebody that I cognizantly am aware is as stupid as Aiden Ross is ever. Like sincerely.
yeah.
I have one person, but I'm not gonna say their name that you think is probably that dumb. But one person, I think you know the person. You immediately.
Well, I don't know. Iron Maiden. Oh yeah, I said Mr. Pants. Baller the First Sin. Cardboard Pie.
What happened to my dick?
Spum Befudders. Secret gay. Secret gay sex man. Secret gay sex man. He's probing around men's assholes with his penis and his hands. That is so stupid. I like that it got like descriptive, but not in a way that like just in a genuinely honest way. And his hands.
And his hand,
It's such an underwhelming way to end.
It's nothing magical about that jingle at all. It's just descriptive. That's
It really is like this is definitely a true story. Oh man!
Oh my god!
With his penis and his hands, as if it could be with anything else. That's what I love about it.
Use your feet.
It would be a story if he did.
Yeah.
Jolly old dipshit RFK Jr. has content-aware scale voice.
Wow.
I think I said that in a podcast or something.
Yeah, probably.
I remember describing him as a content-aware person. Cyphergraph, Freak Bob. Ew, is that how you spell Poughkeepsie? I thought you were saying Poughkeepsie or something. No, yeah, it's
No, it's Poe.
yeah, it's Poughkeepsie.
Yes.
Two E's?
No.
Poughkeepsie.
Two E's.
Oh
My goodness.
Oh my god. He thought we were saying Baki.
Bo Pipsy.
Bo, I didn't like the Poughkeepsie. There's this. Did it really sound like a B?
Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie? Interesting.
Insane. Yeah, it was definitely not that. Fantastic Four featuring Fantastic and Dr. Goon.
Dr. Goon. By RDK Jr. or Robert RDJ or whatever.
Yeah, Robert Blowjob Jr. or whatever the fuck his name is.
Robert Blowjob
Bloonier.
Blowjob Blowjob.
Hunter Dubois,
Bobbert.
don't give him his jacket. Don't give him his jacket.
Blowjob.
That was such a crazy fucking...
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Don't let him get his clothes.
Set him on fire while he's walking.
Pantera
You better
the
walk
seed,
out.
the cream. Can't waste a drop. Your sperm. It's making us fucking homo. I don't know what that is. The bone in boneless chicken. Lyle's asparagus binging. Oh, Lily's. I read Lyle's. Lily's asparagus binging. Piss dealer. Smitchy the kid. The EMT forcibly administering estrogen to old men. Help me. I'm stuck in a well. 9/11 is the 7-Eleven. 9/11 is the 7-Eleven.
It's that dumb, yeah.
Full of monkeys? I don't understand.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I've got 2 dicks, and I'm not afraid to use them. She pipkin on my pippa. Poopy possum. Bare necks, part of a complete breakfast. No way I'm hanging out with a couple of gooners. ASMR, but it's just you 3 making your most disgusting wet mouth noises. I'm not going to participate. I would suck Sydney Sweeney's eggs out of her uterus like boba tea.
That is graphic.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Kirby's that shit.
I mean, me too, but wow.
Yeah, same, but wow.
I would suck the milk out of these so they're flat. They would lose dimension.
I would suck her skin off.
I would suck the milk. I'd suck them so hard milk would be in them, even though there's no milk in them.
You would conjure milk.
The need would be so great it would arise.
Oh, and their tits just expand, and then you suck the milk.
British people come.
That's impressive.
British people come, then be like, "What's all this then?" I fall asleep to N-word compilations. Devin is pregnant. I Show Speed joined the IRA.
Congrats.
Have you guys watched Has Been Hotel? I've been looking for opinions that isn't just music and gay. Transfem Gremlin, Yush, Michael Jackson, Mama Say, Mama Sa.
Something about cum, right? What is it?
Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Molest a Child.
Oh, it's not even
Allegedly.
clever.
It's not
even clever.
It was
say,
all
Mama
it could have been.
Molest a child. Mama say, Mama molest a child. Mama say, Mama saw molest
That
a
beat
child.
goes crazy, bro. That's one of the best beats in music, I think.
It's pretty cool. Mama, I'm not gonna do it.
I want to say it so bad.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy that the real lyrics to that is like, "I'm gonna say what I saw. I'm not gonna stop." That's like the actual words to it.
I don't think it is.
Of course not. I'm lying.
That's what
Craig the
I'm saying.
Canadian.
I'm pretty sure it's something in African. I'm pretty sure it's
something about-
African. In some sort of African language.
Yeah, it's like the Macarena or something.
Yeah.
Craig the Canadian. We were drinking wine and having edibles at Paul's place. It was like Jalen and Alex and Gabby and me, and we watched the 1996 DNC.
Oh,
and
no.
It was just like the Macarena for 15 minutes.
Oh,
and
no.
Like you see Hillary Clinton doing it.
She
and
did
it's just
it?
Like, by the way, look, things are going fine generally, politically, or at least like with Dems so far. But like, I've noticed that the second that she started showing up, I just felt worse about it.
Things are
You know what
feeling
I mean?
a little weird.
I just feel worse about it. Like she's like in videos now, and she like did the speech, and it was like, and now I feel worse now. Like I just like she go away. She needs to leave.
She really does need to leave.
She really does suck.
Yeah.
We will not know peace until she's gone. Like,
Dude, I want to do a gay version of a Macarena. You know, turn but just make the English. You know, I don't know what that thing's.
Hey, Macarena.
Yeah, gay Macarena. It was a gay.
That should be one of our covers for real. We
Those
just say,
fucking dudes are just like doing the Macarena, but there's dicks in their hands, and that's it.
so
the one guy's just sucking cock. That's it.
The twist of long.
It's not even clever. One guy is on his knees just blowing the other
bunch
dude.
of guys.
You know, it's in the white background. And they have the mics and shit. They have the suits on. Motherfucker's just blowing the other guy. That's it.
The twist of Long Man is that the fuck boy is gay for the boyfriend. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, it was about. Oh, yeah, that's right. He stole her husband at the end. That's right. It's your boy.
Dick because I'm sucking off a wiener.
Like me this. Hey.
Suck a dick and yes, I'm sucking off a wiener.
Wiener.
Gay Margarita.
Yeah.
It's your boy Shawnee D. Until It Sleeps by
my
Metallica.
God.
And the jizz
figured it
still
out.
stains me, so stroke it until it creams. I haven't washed my hands since 2015.
Wow.
Fires put themselves out now when I reach for them.
Oh my God.
That is good. Imagine having hands so dirty that like elements want no part of it.
We'd rather not exist and be around you.
Yeah.
I can touch the third rail, no problem.
Sludge gloves, dude.
Sludge gloves is
You
crazy.
wipe some hand on someone's back and that part of their back is missing.
3XO nutting on a girl's forehead and then nutting 3XO nutting on a girl's forehead and then smearing it with the tip of his dick while saying Simba.
Oh my god, this is stupid.
With vitriol, Colton Saladino fucking sucks. I don't know who that is, but
Saladino. Is that Joey Saladino?
I have no fucking idea, man.
You know Joey Salads? I know that's
Oh,
Joey
is that him?
I don't know who Colton is.
I don't. Yeah, I
But
don't-
yeah, his real name is Saladino. That's why he goes by Salads. Yeah.
You saw that?
Of course. Pussy. Slurping, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like this. Drip MH. Insulting Kingston in Jamaican Haktois. It's not what. Oh, man.
Hawk. Oh, I get
That's
it.
crazy.
I get it. That kind of made me mad.
That's actually infuriating.
Insulting my one of my native tongues. I hope you find you in the fucking railway.
Let me go beat up that chick.
Haktua?
Yeah.
Haktois. It is getting a little annoying.
She's not an annoying person. It's just the
No,
shit
she's
around
not
her.
as annoying as she could be. It's just that it's annoying to constantly hear about it.
Yeah, I think she's I don't think she's annoying as a person. I think she's annoying by. I feel like she had such an opportunity to what she should have done was just start her own podcast and not try to be this flavor of the month thing where I'm gonna go on every
she might
fucking
do that.
famous. Well, she should have just done because
Too
it's
late.
like she was just appearing at USC events, country events. Bill Maher's podcast,
Yeah, Bill Maher's
which
podcast.
I did think it was funny that she introduced the Miss Her lyrics about the New York State of Mind song. It was like New York, concrete jungle, wet dream tomato. Like she actually there was a lot of people that didn't know about that.
I've never
she
heard
said
that in my
on
life.
she said that on the Bill Maher podcast for whatever they were riffing.
Yeah.
And then she said that and I was like, I thought that was actually pretty funny because there's a lot of people that are like, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I've never heard that in my life.
Instead of Where Dreams Are Made Of, it's
Yeah, I know,
Wet Dreams
know.
Tomato. And you can't unhear it. If you concrete jungle, wet dreams tomato.
I've just heard that song
the right way.
for so many
Right.
years. There's no way I'm gonna
Yeah.
be able to hear that.
I'm a camel, I smoke some Marlboros, and I'm the mascot, and I'm a Negro.
Yeah,
Bum, bum, bum.
yeah, I'm with Epstein.
Yeah, with Epstein.
Chilling
I
on
cheated
the
on
island.
Beyonce.
Chill on the island with him,
We
beating
can
up
make-
children. I don't want to have sex with him. I just want to fight him, punch him in the face quick.
In New York.
Jay-Z goes to the island to fight kids. That's less bad, right?
I'm
I
in the
mean,
black book to fight
yes,
children.
yeah.
Fighting lots of children. Fighting more children.
Fight
fighting
children
kids.
forever. I fight children.
After they fuck the kids, I end up fighting them.
Fights them. They fuck the children. I just fight them.
Beating
Bum,
up some
bum, bum.
victims on Epstein's island. I don't care if this rhymes. I'm Jay-Z.
I don't care about rhyming. I'm just trying to vent now. I'm really upset. I'm gonna go cheat on my spouse.
I look like shit, but I'm gonna cheat on Beyonce, even though that's insane. And I'm gonna go beat up more children now.
I look like I'm AI, and my name is Jay-Z.
and Alicia Keys is like, in New York,
Hey, pick it up there. Ho, pick it up. Ho.
concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Jay-Z, stop fighting children.
Gun on her.
A gun's not on her.
It's while she's fucking crying.
He's wearing a suit of Yankee hats. He's just
Finish these names. We're absolutely. This has gone on too long. It's almost 3 hours again.
Yankee. What the fuck?
Epstein is a real one.
I lost my place. We got to start over.
Okay, we gotta start over. You can't just do a couple up.
I can't remember. It would be.
can't
It would,
remember.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
Let's do more questions.
He just freaks out, storms out. I can't do this. I can't do
Just
this.
sets his apartment on fire.
oh my fucking
While
god!
we're inside, he runs.
He
He
locks
out.
it and breaks the key off. I can't do it.
He runs. He runs out. Quick locks the door.
Someone draw.
Sets
Someone.
us on fire from the inside.
Someone's draw Jay-Z in like an awkwardly fitted suit of Yankee hats. I want to see that, or just Photoshop him into it. I want to see.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, just take a Yankee.
Because I don't want to be mistaken. I don't want the suit to be made of Yankee hats in the sense that it's like a good suit. I want the hats to retain their Yankee hat shape.
I
Right.
hate you so
Yeah,
much.
I want it to be
Right.
look like almost like bubbles.
That's good.
He looks like a fucking. He looks like Onion Knight from fucking from Dark
He looks
Souls.
like he's just all frumpy as shit.
Exactly. Like the what is it? The dung.
That's
eater?
good.
The dung eater.
Well, he's just the I forgot his name. The Onion Knight,
Sir Onion.
Cumulus or something. I forget.
Roderick Pano.
I completely forgot.
He was an older rotund fella. I loved him.
Yeah, he was cool. I like it. He's actually pretty helpful at some point.
Is that fucking Pussy Nostrils McFlanagan over there?
Yeah, I think that's
What's the
right.
name of the dog again? What's our dog's name again? Eric the Human.
Eric
Somebody
the
wrote
Human.
into one of the Last Stand shows with that name,
Oh, with Eric the Human.
Eric the
Nice.
Human.
Nice.
which is fucking hilarious.
Come
I
here.
love it.
Come here, good boy.
Come here, Eric. And he
Good
just
boy.
Ah!
I do love the idea of like the mob with nicknames that have nothing to do with them. Like I think that's like genuinely one of the funniest.
Here's
Yeah.
Joey Stromboli.
Strong.
He's a doctor.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
I
He's
was
a
like,
diabetic doctor.
The slippery. What was it? Slippery sandals.
He's like,
What was his name
Yeah,
again?
it's Joey Slippery Sandals or whatever.
bullshit
yeah.
like that.
Steve Slippery Sandals.
Something like that. It was-
Sammy Slippery Sandals.
Sammy Slippery
Yeah,
Sandals
there he
sounds
is.
right. It's like,
Yeah, come here, Sammy. We got things to
He doesn't
talk
own a
about.
single pair of sandals. Sweeney's what the fuck is it? Sweeney's
Joey,
grandma
New York
beating him
state
to
of
death.
mind. Come here. Come here. Hey,
He's Mexican. He's just a Mexican.
he's just a Mexican guy. Yeah. That.
He's from Florida.
Hey.
He's a
He's
Mexican
from
from
Florida.
Florida who's named the Empire State.
Yeah.
It literally would be like a perfect naming convention for a bot because like there would be no good intel that you
Yeah.
could get from it.
All the
Like,
cops
if,
would be
if there's
like,
a
"I don't get
mole
it."
in there, they'd be like,
I'm useless.
I can't give you anything.
He'd report back to his police chief, and the police chief would just shoot him. He was just like, "You're fucking with me. You're clearly fucking with me, you fucking asshole."
You've been converted. Kill him.
And then they just immediately just start shooting like
Oh man.
Shoots him.
like you have
I
fucking
can't.
5
Sweeney's
stars
grandma-
in GTA. They just start shooting you.
Sweeney's grandma beating him to death with a sledgehammer for saying the N-word. Queers of the Stone Age be like, I'll swallow your flow. Let me lick your balls and your hole. Obi won't you blow me? I what does this say? I beat him off, suck his penis just to show that I'm gay.
Nice.
Nice. Kremlin to Gremlin,
Nice.
that rotten old Jimmy Dick. Evil Sween says, I love the gays. Hey, look, it's a little dead F slur. Okay, cool.
Oh fuck! Today I wanted to go over the fucking songs that we had.
Oh,
piled
fuck.
up.
Well, that'll be, yeah, that could be, is that going to be a main episode, though?
It's supposed, well, yeah,
That would
because
be an
it wasn't
ammo.
supposed to be. Well, it wasn't supposed to be restricted to.
Oh, yeah, okay.
To
Oh, okay,
extra.
gotcha. So
Well, we
do that.
could do
I
we could do an extra ammo and just put it out for people. Like, we've done that for some of them.
We've done that before. So
Although,
yeah, I
maybe,
guess,
we'll do it for the Wednesday one.
yeah, it just needs to be gone over for like 10 minutes. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
have a lot of entries.
All right. What the fuck was I at?
I
I forgot. We got to start
We're
over.
in the concrete jungle or something.
There's only one
Welcome to
queer.
the jungle.
There's only one queer
Bunch
left.
of fucking
I'm so
gays.
fucking gay, yeah.
Anything you want. Even got a bunch of gays.
I want to do that one, but I can't do his bird ass fucking voice.
Welcome to the jungle.
I can't do that shit, dude. It was hard enough to
fucking gay.
It was hard to do the fucking
Neil Patrick Harris.
ace. What?
He's gay, right? You see that story about Neil
He
Patrick
is gay
Harris?
as
He
shit,
is
that's
gay.
right.
He is
He
gay.
is very
I'll give
gay.
him that. Did you see that story about like years ago how like when Amy Winehouse died, he
That shit is so morbid, bro.
No, what? What happened?
So when Amy Winehouse died, Neil Patrick Harris had a party, and he commissioned, I guess, a cake made to look like her dead body, like when it was new, and it's like a really fucking morbid.
It's
Look it
super
up right now.
morbid.
Look up
I
Neil
don't
Patrick
think you want to
Harris.
see it. It's really morbid.
He'll be
actually.
fine. It's a cake. It's
It's
not
really
real.
fucking
It's pretty
insane.
fucked up,
But
but
it's
it's
like
a cake. It's not real, but like it's really tasteless. Neil Patrick Harris, Amy Winehouse cake, or Neil Patrick Harris.
it's like the fourth.
Yeah,
search
it's
thing.
wild. Like it's one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen, and it was like around the time that she died too. So it wasn't like
That's way worse than I had thought.
yeah, dude. It is infinitely worse than
Oh
you
my
assume.
God.
If you Google this at home, like be prepared because it's like it is wildly gruesome.
Dude, it's like
extremely
House of the
stressful.
Dead, like fucking levels.
Yeah, it's like a
of,
fucking. It's like
Oh,
an
it's
Evil Dead
rude.
prop.
like
It's
a
like
rot. Yeah.
it literally is like an Evil Dead
It's
fucking.
mucho rudo for sure.
The corpse of Amy Winehouse. What did he have against her?
I don't know, man.
Like
he was
clearly.
he was clearly just too gay for.
How many fellas
Did
you got?
Amy
A lot.
Winehouse like subtly out him or something? He's like,
Yeah,
Neil Patrick Harris
is
gay.
so fucking.
We gotta
he's
finish the names, please. I have to
homo.
leave. I have things to do. We gotta go.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil
is
fucking
a
Patrick
homo.
Harris is a
Homo.
homo.
He's a fucking queer. He sucks lots of cock.
cock.
Homo mo. And then they're like, "What are you implying?"
What is it that you're implying?
The left thinks Neil Patrick Harris is gay.
And this motherfucker like just
The guy from Harold and Kumar? No way.
the guy.
He refuses
No
to
way.
Jesse Waters
That
is like,
guy
there's-
isn't gay.
Jesse Waters is like, no way, this is true.
No, Jesse Waters would say that. He would be. There's no way this awesome man is gay. No way.
Gay people can't be cool. Get the fuck out. That's insane.
It's like mathematics. You get it.
Next thing you're gonna tell me the Romans were gay? What the fuck are you talking
No
about?
way. This is impossible.
I'm so angry and
Why is that
vicious.
nigga still alive?
Jesse Waters?
Yeah.
Because he's got a cheat code.
Yeah.
Or something.
I just mean like.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's astounding that he hasn't been like hit by something
like
large.
somebody hasn't just like
Yeah.
I don't
What's the name
know.
of that black guy, the one that sounds really stupid that has the fucking people on the podcast?
Fat Albert?
So many of them.
Oh man.
Fat
whoa.
Albert.
No.
Jay Z. Boom, boom,
Jay-Z on his
I got a
podcast.
podcast. We're going Epstein's Island.
Yeah, I have a podcast. This is the cadence. This is how we talk here.
for 3 hours.
The whole podcast is that cadence for 3.5 hours with a random guest, and if the guest doesn't match the cadence, he gets mad.
Yeah, he gets really upset. You hear a record scratch. Like, and then,
I don't think you're talking right. You're about to start a fight. I'm about to beat you up and kill you tonight.
I'm sorry, Jay-Z. What were you saying? I don't take it the wrong way.
It's literally
I was just
it's
playing.
RFK, and he literally can't do that cadence.
Oh, and he's just getting so mad.
I'm trying to find a way to talk. Oh my god!
Guys, please finish.
I was
This is a
passed
3.
out. I was passed out.
I want RFK singing Empire State of Mind now.
Please, this is getting out of hand. It's out of hand. Let's please finish up. It's a 3-hour plus
Thanks for
podcast.
having me on, Jay.
Look at all these processed foods. I think we should stop them. All right, I'm sorry. Wage Slave 583.
You're crying.
There's only one queer
Okay,
left. No
go,
more
go.
F slurs. No more questions by Easy E. Hey, Kingston. Did Kitty need to say the N word to Stormin? God loves man kills. Wage Slave 583.
I'm thinking of grabbing the fucking instrumental of that song and just doing an JFK version of it.
It'd be so good.
Oh my god, I'm sweating.
Yo, why?
So stupid. I love it.
Yeah, damn it, it's so crazy. Papini Bros presents Vegeta's Galactic Food Review Channel. Vegeta doing food reviews?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
it's
not a real
amazing.
big fan of Quiznos.
Yeah, I don't really like processed foods. What's
Oh my god! Vegeta on his RFK arc
On his arc.
is amazing.
What the fuck is happening?
Thanks for coming on, RFK.
Oh my god! So this book about kids who died suddenly. This is all vaccine related.
Absolutely.
Vegeta's absolutely anti-vaxxer. Absolutely.
He would think
unfortunately.
you're weak for doing it. I don't think
Yeah.
he would. I don't think he thinks it would
I'm
harm
not gonna
you.
get a vaccine. He
Right.
dies from
Oh,
COVID.
100%.
The idea of Vegeta dying from COVID is crazy.
That would be
crazy.
that would be crazy.
The dragon's a
Oh
guy.
my
I can't
God.
bring him back. He's fucking stupid.
He's
Just get vaccinated.
So you're staying on the ballots in swing states. Like the idea of him talking to
Talking to
RFK
him.
is insane.
Absolutely.
COVID was a lie.
Seems kind of base to me.
Is it Chris Sabat Vegeta or Brian Drummond Vegeta?
Oh my god, the Drummond one sounds so much funnier in Attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
They're pumping all sorts of chemicals into our bloodstream.
Yeah, it sounds a little more sinister. I like it.
That's just a real though. That's just a real podcast.
Yeah.
That's just a real, alternative medicine cast that we haven't heard yet. Donkerson, listening Hit My Spot by You're Pretty, hands down one of the best original gay songs I've ever heard. No. You gotta pay the troll soul to get in the boy's hole. Gate 6. How do people not get that just nutting in your hand and then fast blowing that shit into the nearest toilet is the true way? That is insane.
That is primitive.
Okay.
That is a primitive thing.
I use
man,
14
you do
Q-tips to clean it up.
The idea of coming on a Q-tip and then
What, like spaghetti? You just like roll it up?
That's fucking heinous.
cum ice cubes. You have to have some ice and it's just cum.
Cum cubes.
Oh my god, cum cubes.
Can you freeze cum? You must. Right?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you?
I don't know. I thought it was like alcohol.
It can't
What's like,
freeze.
you thought I was like alcohol?
You can freeze alcohol too.
No, you can't.
It has a lower
You're
freezing
stupid.
temperature. It has a lower
You're
freezing
stupid.
temperature. You're such a fucking chimp.
Yeah, I mean, the average fridge ain't freezing your vodka, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But they can be frozen though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess like in the deep vacuum of space,
No, Chris, not that. It's a lower temperature. It
you
has to
can't
be-
freeze alcohol. You can't.
Don't do the drift. That's fucking disgusting. The drift bothers me so much.
what?
The eye drift that people do that fucking vexes me.
Oh my god.
Did you say vexes you?
Yeah. You don't say vexed?
What the fuck's going on with you? You've been saying some weird shit.
You don't say vexed? I've said this before. This is not new.
I've never used.
When I hear the
used
word
it
vex,
like,
I think of like supercomputers
vexes
in
me.
Destiny.
I've never used it in a way like I've heard it in like stories and television shows, but
I
not.
just want to be an English white man so
I
bad.
can see
just
that.
So
What did
I
you
want to
say?
be a Muslim English white man so bad.
You said poggers,
I'm
bro.
tucking my wiener upon the very Alps.
Let's go.
Yeah, I want long schlong silver to dig in my treasure island.
Nice.
Cummies imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute whiteness. Halo, but it's me coming into an electrical socket. Me be fishy. Arthur Morgan's
Nice.
PR manager. Yeah, Arthur Morgan's got a Puerto Rican manager?
Yeah.
Nate
No, Puerto Ricans don't exist yet.
Nate Higgers. Classic. So stupid.
Very cool.
Yeah,
That
classic.
sounds a lot like the phrase hate.
Oh yeah. I'll carpet bomb the Gaza Strip for a quarter. John Strickland, my partner, snapped the chair legs off my Chris Ray on YouTube, then proceeded to tear my legs off in self-defense. Mercs 1889. Goddamn big woke trying to stop me from Igor maxing. The first
Facts.
Cherokee David presents Lit, my own worst sodomy.
Nice.
Can we forget about those dicks I sucked when I was drunk?
Yeah.
Second Cherokee David featuring being better than the first Cherokee David. Please, Roz, spread your
me wide. The Revenant bear.
He licked his asshole clean.
Please spread my thighs.
That is the idea of someone putting honey on their ass.
I'm coming with my clothes on.
Hoping a bear licks it clean is the most diabolical thing ever.
What are you talking about?
Someone putting honey on their bare ass and hoping a bear
A
licks
bear
it clean.
licks it clean
That's crazy.
and
Bears-
doesn't
bears-
chomp it off.
It's
Now the
bite-
bear knows not to bite. It nibbles.
Yeah, the
It's gonna
bear
bite through it like a
the
fucking
bear's very
snow
simple.
cone.
Comes up
gonna
all
be-
ravenous, but then sees the honey and like, ooh.
There's gonna be. It's gonna bite. It is literally gonna bite through that person with no resistance. It's gonna be crazy. It'll
gonna
be like
bite.
it'll be like a spoon through really warm ice cream.
Oh, my asshole! Boom! Oh, my entire fucking colon!
He's being my entire. He's being scooped to death by a bear, but as we speak.
He's getting slapped in the back by the bear hard as shit.
The fucking
Imagine
ranger
getting-
just quits.
imagine-
The ranger's like,
Imagine
"Fuck
getting the
this."
middle of your body bit off by a bear, like bit out.
They're not that big.
No, imagine.
But
This is why I'm saying imagine. Imagine this happening. Like you get like
you
a
went to
big,
the slope.
yeah. Imagine this happening. You get your, and then it turns you over and slaps your ass and leaves.
You know how hard of a slap you're gonna pass out from the slap.
Well, it's gonna break you probably in half because there's very little of you connecting the rest of you.
Good game slaps you.
His fucking head just blows off.
Spread your cheeks so I can shit in your ass. Pre-Roz, Blake896. Chris trying to read like hot to go to the polls. Alaskan oilfield trash, Texas tater salad, young Sheldon drowned in a lake of piss. Sue Hulk.
A lake.
That's a
lot of piss.
That is fucking
That's all the piss of a state for like a day or two.
Yeah.
It is kind of
We should do that.
store all the piss of a place.
We get everyone to piss in unison to fill up a lake. Like, cause you know, there's always some lakes have dried up, and I'm like, hey, we gotta work together and get this shit back up.
Derek, shut the fuck up.
Come on, man. I'm an environmentalist. You fucking.
My piss is dark brown. It's dark like Coca-Cola. I won't be amused.
So there's plastic in our testicles, you say?
Sue Hulk
from eating chicken nuggets.
probably is honestly. it's like one of those.
He got one right.
It's like one of those like accidentally correct moments where it's like,
Wait, what?
like he's right to be concerned that there's toxins everywhere, but he's just going about it in the dumbest way possible.
That's very true.
Tickle my ass hairs. Niggy Jizzy F feature, formerly known as Nikki Ziggy. Gambit's cum-filled eyes. Honestly, on God, for real, congrats on Sweeney losing weight. Good shit, man. Keep it up. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly Brave. Hunger Derek. Duck Cunt. Aetherian Brogerian Punter. Nafram. Melphis 1. I busted my hands again last week, but the Dr. Dis was too tempting. And rounding out our list, as always, is the king of haphazard.
King suck.
The king of processed food.
Well, we fucked up.
King of processed food.
Oh my god! All right,
It's a fucking mess. Bye.
get the fuck outta here. Bye.
Don't
I
die.
must fight him. I'm gonna fight every processed food.
It's like VeggieTales, but RFK is a villain.
Yeah. I just want to see him go to like a grocery store. Like he goes to Walmart and he starts punching the fucking punches peanut butter, starts punching the frozen nuggets, starts body slamming the hot pockets.
You won't kill any more of my kids.